book looks interesting. Want to read it together?
Indulge yourself.
Yes, I'm busy.
Hi guys, so sorry for the delay. I was on the phone with my grandma. She had some things to tell me, stories to get off her chest. But we are about to embark on our own story now, which is the story of a Silver Fiend Sylus, and I'm excited to be reading the story for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoy it too. So, I don't know the context of it exactly, but from what I'm aware, in this myth, MC is a immortal being who is cursed to be immortal, and she is seeking to die. So for once, it's not against her will that she wants to pass away. She wants to die. Alright? But for some reason, she summons Silver Fiend Sylus. And then they look for a solution to their problems together. Alright, so I hope you guys strap in. I'm gonna be reading for most of the part. Feel free to lurk, but feel free to react as you like as well. And help me clip if there's fun stuff that happens. Grandma Hime part. Yeah, not my grandma, my husband's grandma, but because he's at class right now, so she can't reach him. So she decided to call me and have a chat instead. I had dinner. I hope you guys are well hydrated and filled up with some good food too, because this is going to be a little while, I think. Most of the myth stories will be about 2 hours. Hopefully not too long. Alright, let's go. And oh, can someone help me check if I'm live on YouTube, by the way, because we had the issue of not being live for the previous session until about midway. So if you can help me check and just leave a chat there so that I know it's working, that would be greatly appreciated. Alright, let's begin. The most fanatical blindness is born from the darkest depths of ignorance. An era of death's shadow engorges itself into magical fantasies. Mages represent the mortal world's hope and faith. Fiends rendered in verse whisper their way through the aristocrats' banquets. Oh, I see you. Thank you so much, Dina. Thank you so much, Justice. I'm glad that we're working there. Thank you, Joe. Thank you guys. Alright, I see you guys. Thank you. Okay. Masses worship magic's radiance, and mages yearn for the sacred core's mercy. In a world of imminent decay, entering the sacred core is the only method one can use to rewrite fate. This is the only path. Doomsday Realization Chapter 1. Oh, we're in for a heavy story tonight, I think.
Oh, we know what this book can summon.
Let me make it a little softer, it's a bit loud.
A
Fire
mere
mage.
mage shouldn't use it.
I point my staff at the book's parchments as it peeks out from beneath his brown robe, its ancient silver markings revealing its authentic origin. I'm not after that. What I want is Sylus.
Are you aware of what happens to those who dare to summon the Archfiend Sovereign?
I don't care. No matter the cost, I must have him. Ooh. The gem at the tip of my staff emits a faint red glow, and the book rises into the air. Ooh. Excruciating pain akin to flesh being torn apart devours every part of my being. My curse is revealing itself once more. Why must it happen now? The fire mage notices the falter in my step. A magical glyph appears under his palm, and a creature made from soul fire leaps forth.
Fiendish flames! Curse mine enemies! Burn their spirit and bones!
The creature spews out black flames, and thick serpentine smoke slithers towards me. I summon a defensive glyph under my feet. However, the plane slows me, and the burning claws tear into my shoulder.
Incinerate their body and obliterate their essence!
These guys are really intense. He conceals himself in the thick smoke and attacks of his familiar. The black flames engulf me.
Who are you?
Who am I? Red crystals rise from the glyph and pierce the creature. They also impale the fire mage's limbs.
Ugh.
I emerge from the black flames, the blood from my shoulder dripping onto the scorched hem of my clothes.
A body that cannot die. A monster such as herself wishes to summon a fiend to enter the sacred core.
That's me. I stay silent, merely pointing my staff at the book he holds. The blood-stained tome flies into my hand.
You're already immortal. Why would you rewrite your fate?
Maybe I don't want to be? Ever thought about that? When the intense pain first struck, the agony and suffocation made me believe I would die. But I quickly discovered that I was immortal. Immortality only means being repeatedly tortured while on death's doorstep, but none of it will truly kill me. I want to save myself. Thus for hundreds of years I ceaselessly searched for something to end my torment. I submitted to being studied, willingly became a test subject, and traveled from one dynasty to the next. Nobles, political leaders, religious figures, and arcane houses who once viewed my immortality as a miracle branded me as a heretic and evil spirit when they failed to unlock the secret to my condition. People yearn for immortality, and yet those fools fear it. I never trusted humans ever again. I could only rely on myself. I hid my identity and wandered the world as I studied the most ancient and profound magic. All of my efforts were directed to finding the source of my suffering. Time could overthrow dynasties and erase the memories of generations, yet it couldn't change my pain. Then, the woman who taught me forbidden magic told me my torment stemmed from an ancient curse. Furthermore, no magic in this world was capable of removing it. Only by entering the sacred core and beginning anew could the curse be lifted. That was my only path. Come in, guys. Thanks for coming in. This is pretty intense for our first chapter. I exit the tower, the blood-red twilight illuminating the worn text on the parchment, the Fallen's Pact. Akin to a shadow that's already present, the searing pain tears through my body. This curse is beyond my memories, and yet, at this very moment, I sense a strange lightness. I've lost count of how long it's been and how many mages I've confronted for this tome. For an immortal, time and memory are destined to fade. Sylus. I turn the tattered pages with my blood-stained fingertips, and dark ink rises. That name seems to awaken from its slumber. We're waking Sylus? His name is ancient and no different from night itself, yet it's neither a divine whisper nor a simple inscription on stone. Depraved, he descended into 7 shadows. In that realm, light had never bowed its head. A lonely city stands in his coffin, and the only purest of blood serve as his sustenance. To summon an underworld's fiend, the ritual's glyph must use blood as its chain. Draw the spiral and connect the shadows. Those who bind him will inevitably be bound themselves. Interesting. The underworld is where fiends exist, and it's a place humans cannot enter. However, powerful mages can summon fiends to serve them. And Sylus, a name whispered among mages for centuries, is the underworld's uncrowned sovereign. So he's like the king of the underworld. The pain inside my body temporarily subsides. Before the searing agony tears through me again, I must summon Sylus. I can only enter the sacred core with his immense power. I find an abandoned sanctum. Following the book's instructions, I use my energy to draw the summoning glyph. The wind rises as gathering clouds slowly devour the full moon's light. Sylus. We're gonna get him out of there. We're gonna pull him from the depths of hell. We're gonna do it ourselves. Ooh. Aside from my blood, I can't read that fast. I need what? I forgot the incant. I don't know this incant. La 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 la. Sylus. Sylus. Oh God. Ah! Ouch! Oh my God, girl. She has a higher tolerance for pain than I do. Whoa, that was fast. He responded to that. Okay.
You used your blood as bait.
He must have been.
I hope you're prepared
He must
to
have been
become
very
my
impressed
feast.
by my singing chat. Come on, Maxi Patch, Sylus. My favorite version of you with the
However,
blood-stained clothes.
Answering these summons.
Ooh, I
It's
like
a
the click
first
of your
for me.
heels, man. Oh, his hands look so big there.
You're
Oh
the
my
one.
God. That's me.
Who awakened me?
That's right. Whoa, right away. You're welcome, I guess. Does he like me, chat? I think he likes us. Whoa. Whoa! Is he drinking my saliva or my blood? I can't tell. He actually wants to drain me of all my blood. Whoa!
Shall I give you a chance to resist?
Even if I got a chance to resist, I wouldn't resist. Are you kidding me? Look at you! Damn! Who's resisting this? Form linkage? Alright. I want to form a linkage with you, mean. Oh, we're doing like a Pokemon capture right now.
An amateur's trick.
Do you see his vampire teeth? He looks so good.
This is how you should do it.
Oh! What the heck? Oh, I almost died there. Well, that doesn't really work because I'm immortal.
An immortal? You have some.
Hey, endless supply of blood for you, if you would have me. Whoa! Whoa! Servant face while
This ends now.
fighting us. It's crazy. Oh my god! Yes, Maxi Pad Silas! I want you! Oh, that's crazy. We got a little leash on this man. That's a very feisty dog. Ha! Straight up. What's it like having a flying dog? You may only have the blood I give willingly. Whoa! Whoa, she's willing! I'm willing. We're willing. Wow! Wow, we're really giving it all we got. Whoa! Sheesh! Oh. I don't even want to continue. This is a good look. I need to stop playing Love and Deepspace. We're all willing exactly. Check linkage. How's the leash? We good? I'm the victor here. Ouch! Ow, ow, ow!
It
Blood.
tastes better than I expected. All right, you can command me until your blood and power fulfill my desire.
The side eye! Oh my gosh! That's what they call undressing you with his eyes! Whoa! I'm affected. Oh, man. Ah! That's so good, chat. That's so good. I can't stop giggling! Stop! Stop. Every time he smiles and his little vampire teeth like peek out, I'm just like, oh! Oh, Vampire Silas! Oh! Okay, back to business chat. We got narrator voice. Come on. Hit me! Clouds disperse, and the blood-red moon returns to a soft yellow. His shadow looms over me. Oh! Damn, he's tall!
Speak. What do you want me to do for you?
Do for me. Do to me.
Shall I capture 10,000 magical beasts and extract their energy? Or perhaps you need my aid to overthrow a kingdom.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but you want him to kill us, right? Right. Help us to die? Before I can open my mouth, a subtle, strange ripple materializes in the air. What? They were quick to find me.
This place is so desolate that even ghosts would avoid it. But it seems you have visitors.
What can I say? I'm popular.
Are you famous?
I might be. Why are you talking about ghosts? Aren't you one yourself? I think he's not a ghost, right, chat? He's not a ghost.
It's not even amusing in the slightest.
And yet you laugh. We're so funny, chat. We're so funny. Several shadows materialize in the air before surrounding me and Silas. Wearing a robe, the man acting as their leader points at me. Y'all need to stop killing yourselves. Like, that's what I want to do, but you gotta stop doing that.
You're the one who killed the fire mage?
Kill the fire mage? Yeah. I turned to Silas. Kill them, Silas.
Are you insane?
Sneering, he taps his staff on the ground. What?
You put on a spectacle to summon me. Also, you could order me to crush some insects.
It's better than doing it myself. Why can't you just do it? It's so
How
easy.
ridiculous.
Go! What are you waiting for? Don't just stand there. You said I could command you.
Yes, I did. Please allow me to finish that sentence.
If you take any slower to talk, we'll both be dead.
You can command me. Though, whether or not I obey depends on my mood.
All right, Mr. Hormonal. All right, Mr. Pad. I'll do it myself. He leans against a stone pillar and idly twirls his staff to amuse himself.
I expected Sylus to be more impressive. I guess the Fallen's Pact is nothing more than a nonsensical legend.
What's nonsensical is you interrupting my conversation with him. We've got things to sort out. Okay, mister? So rude. Flames erupt from the attacker's sleeve and transform into dozens of serpentine whips that lash out. Sylus, you're making me look like a poorly executed joke.
The summoner determines one's reputation. You are nothing but a nameless mage.
You don't know the saying, then? What a person uses reveals their taste, ability, and status. The linkage materializes around my wrist as I pull Silas's arm. Get to it, sir! Forced to shield me, he stands between me and the attack. Before the whips reach us, a black and red mist stops them. In the blink of an eye, they turn and strike the figures surrounding us. Oh. See, it wasn't that difficult. It wasn't even difficult for you. I dismiss the linkage and dust off my sleeves in Silas's direction. It doesn't matter if I'm a renowned mage or not. You're Sylus. Since I'm your summoner, you should be the one to validate my reputation.
Your logic is sound. Clever, even.
That I am.
The stars have shifted, and the most
Yeah. You've got so much to say before you die. Sylus snaps his fingers. The silence is interrupted. He clutches his throat in silent agony as if struggling against an invisible hand. But Silas's gaze remains fixed on me. Oh, that's sexy. Yes, please, shut the man up. Let's have our conversation. I need to calm down, chat.
You summoned me to enter the sacred core.
Yup. Don't tell me you actually believe 8 mages would summon you to overthrow kingdoms.
You're no different from those other mages, rewriting fate.
You've done it before then.
Boring.
If you've done it before, that's even better. Makes it all the easier. If you help me enter the sacred core, you'll be able to break the linkage between us sooner. What do you say? I perform an insincere curtsy. Welcome to Phylos, Arc-Feet Sovereign. It's the epitome of boring. Is it epitome or epitome? In any case, we're on chapter 2, and that was just chapter 1. I got way too excited over that. But I hope you guys are enjoying the storytelling so far. If the volume or anything makes anything adjusting, just let me know, okay? We're still some distance away from Velmer. I'm impatient, but this fiend is unhurried. Clearly, he talks so damn slow.
I'm tired. I need to rest.
Did I summon a fiend, the lord of the underworld, or did I summon a toddler? I look at the red and gold crystal chandeliers, the carpet with blue silver patterns, and the polished oak staircase. You led me to various places to find the most luxurious inn in the city. We have the most expensive room.
Don't tell me you actually think the underworld's fiends have miserable, wretched lives.
It kinda sounds that way.
Only humans tolerate suffering.
I need him. He's useful to me.
You're wearing your thoughts on your face, my lady. No wonder you lost to other mages.
This is how I'm proving my faith in you.
Then I hope you'll treat me well.
He's so spoiled, chat. This fiend is insufferable. Sylus turns to look at the attendant by the door.
Bring us your most expensive wines and dishes. All of them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Booming Boba. I got you. I got you. The enormous table is now filled with exquisite dishes, separated by a dazzling array of silver platters and candelabras. Sylus and I sit at opposite ends. I vigorously hack at the steak on my plate while staring at him from across the table. He swirls his wine glass. Books say fiends feed on blood. I didn't expect your appetite to be enormous and diverse.
Your tomes are correct about the blood part.
Then why do you order so much food?
I have to make it special. This is our first dinner.
I'm paying for all of it! He raises his wine glass in a toast.
To you, Miss May, and to our last dinner.
Last? The crimson wine moistens his lips. It gleams like fresh blood in the candlelight. Is there still a reason to give up?
I told you, to command me you need sufficient power and desires to satisfy my appetite.
First of all, you kiss me first. I'm quite sure you're into us. Duh.
Your power and talent exceed those of ordinary humans. Yet your desire is as banal as the other mages.
Banal? I'm offended. A crimson light flashes across his right eye. Then he narrows his eyes and hides his gleaming pupils beneath the shadows of his eyelash. His eyelashes cast shadows? That's so unfair.
The desire to enter the sacred core can't even provide a modicum to satisfy me.
Oh, you are so annoying.
The underworld has plenty of fiends you could summon. I've defeated those weaklings, but they're sufficient for dealing with mages.
Is this his way of saying I'll pass you on to my colleague?
Shall I create a list for you?
He likes to use that word. You'll hear him saying banal a lot. Ah! Insufferable! Who says that? I pull the knife from my steak and point it at Sylus. You only took one sip, yet your words are akin to a drunkard's. Do you need me to use our language to pull you here so I can kiss you again? You might become sober. Oh, the rich man laugh.
Let us see who's the hooligan here.
The linkage at my wrist flies across the table along with the knife I throw. Sylus tilts his head. The knife grazes his hair before it's embedded in the chair behind him. Black grit mist emerges between his palms. Traveling along our linkage, it spreads and approaches me. I concentrate my energy and pull, yet the black grit mist drags me across the table toward him. Oh. Not us wrecking the most expensive room in the hotel. Do you know how much the deposit is on this? Damn it, my wallet! His staff is pressed against my throat. I'm pinned down on the table amidst a chaotic mess of dishes. Ooh, he wants his chat.
Didn't you want me to be sober?
One kiss isn't enough? I grab a wine bottle from the table and swing it at him, but he swiftly blocks it. Only wine spills out. That's expensive wine too, damn it. He carelessly tosses the bottle aside, then he touches my face to wipe away the liquid.
Since I still have some patience, you have one last chance to make a rational choice.
When his fingers move to my lips, I bite them. My teeth sink into his fingers as I meet his gaze of defiance. What else are you going to do? Kill me?
If you wish to know of matters more absurd than death, I'll grant your wish.
This is like an enemies to lovers plot. I'm kind of into it, chat, not gonna lie. Oh, they're really... Wow! They really fought in that hotel room.
Sir, miss, it's getting late. Other guests need to rest.
Oops.
Of course. We'll finish this quickly.
The chaos in the room moves from the dining table to the... Oh! To the bedroom! I barely dodged the energy blade from his swinging staff. Before I can launch a counterattack, I'm pinned to the headboard.
Shh. I'm certain there are quite a few mages staying here. I wouldn't be surprised if their destination is Velmure. Unless you want to expose yourself at this very moment.
Perfect. They could help me defeat a fiend such as yourself. If you kill a few of them in the process, I'll have fewer enemies.
What a shame. I've already gotten my fill of entertainment.
This is entertainment.
Did you honestly believe this meager linkage magic could restrain me? I wonder why you didn't think about the fate of that tome's author.
If it's Steph, I'll take it, chat. Black grid mist swirls around the bed's curtain tie back. It binds my hand to the headboard. Ooh! Ooh! Forcibly breaking our linkage will harm us.
Do I look like I care? You won't perish before my eyes.
On the last page, the Fallen's Pact states that when the linkage is forcibly broken, the party with weaker energy suffers a more severe adverse reaction. Silas's energy is greater than mine. This bastard. He shakes the linkage on his wrist to taunt me, then he turns and walks towards the door. As the distance between us increases, the linkage connecting our wrists grows increasingly taut, and the force surges up in my arm. It overwhelms my body. Ouch! The linkage's light gradually dims as it tightens, it's slowly being extinguished.
Farewell, Miss Mage. May we never meet again.
As the door is about to open, I grip my teeth in defiance. Only the sacred core can free me from this curse and let me begin anew. Countless eons have passed before my eyes, and I miss my chance to enter the sacred tor every time. Summoning Sylus is my last desperate attempt, for everything to end so pathetically. I refuse to give up. I'll find another way to summon you. A strange yet familiar energy surges from my chest. It roars and travels down my right arm. A powerful, invisible force pulls an even greater energy toward me. I open my eyes. He stepped outside the room a moment ago, but he's been pulled back to stand in front of me. He does not look pleased with that. He falls onto the bed with me in his arms. The linkage between our wrists has reformed and emit a radiance I've never seen before.
Impossible.
What's happening? Wasn't the linkage broken? Before I can process the events, Silas's other hand is already at my throat.
It's not a normal connection. Where did you learn this forbidden spell?
It's behaving differently from what's described in the book. Never mind, I'll just bluff him for now. I put on a mysterious, knowing smile and look into his eyes. Anger and curiosity flicker in his gaze. I'm not an ordinary mage. After all, I've been graced with immortality. I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Archfiend Sovereign. Isn't this more absurd than death? He doesn't immediately contradict me, so I seize this chance. Since you can't kill me or break the linkage, I guess you can only honor our agreement.
You look pleased with yourself.
And you look pretty pissed off, which I like. It's impossible for you to negotiate, Sylus. Once I accomplish my goal, you regain your freedom. I meet his scrutinizing gaze without flinching. His gem-like eyes seem capable of capturing my soul.
I shall temporarily withdraw my previous statement. Being summoned by you might not be that boring.
He pulls his hand back, and I secretly let out a sigh of relief. Then I'm aware of the lingering warmth his fingers left on my neck, and the heat that's enveloping my entire body. Untie these ropes first. Also, I'm sleeping on the bed. You may have the couch. He unheartedly helps me undo the restraints on my hands. However, he shows no intention of standing.
I'm hungry.
You ordered all those dishes earlier. Only then do I realize that he needs blood.
I haven't been fed since I was summoned, and the energy I've expended is astronomical.
Whose fault is that? That's yours.
I planned to go out to feed.
Try.
Alas, I can't leave.
The restraints are gone, but his warm hand remains where it is. His thumb caresses the inside of my wrist. He's hungry, yeah.
I doubt you want to command a weakened fiend.
He's manipulative. He wants blood. It's already midnight. Letting him feast outside will attract the attention of other mages at the inn. Of course, he knows my concerns. He's simply negotiating. This
I'll
uncle,
respect
right?
your decision,
He's so annoying, Chet.
Miss Mage.
I take a deep breath and offer him my wrist. Hurry up and drink. I need to rest.
Just so you're aware, I like the taste of your blood.
I hate to admit it, I like the sound of that sentence. I'm saving it. Fingertips brush over my veins. Under flickering candlelight, sharp fangs pierce my skin. They neither brutal nor gentle. The scent of blood fills the air, and I watch him. His eyelashes slightly tremble, and his Adam apple bobs. A crimson hue stains his lips.
It's been so long since I've tasted blood that satisfied me this much. Thank you for your generous hospitality.
Well, you're welcome. I'm type B, if that helps. If there's a preference for blood type, I don't know. What makes blood taste good, chat? I don't know. Especially to a vampire. That's what I want to ask him next time. How do you determine the quality of the blood? What kind of different tastes are there? Okay. After his meal, Silas lies down on the sofa. He's had his fill. The night is quiet. Moonlight pours in through the gaps between the curtains and shines on my wounded wrist. The blood is crusted over, and my injury shall heal. Soon nothing will remain but a faint streak of dried blood. We're immortal. We're like Wolverine. This is the immortal body everyone yearns for. Once Silas helps me enter the secret core to rewrite my fate, I'll become an ordinary human, one that dies after the blood is drunk. In this era, death often descends without warning. Age, health, wealth, status, nothing can stop death's sudden arrival. This is a world living in death's shadow. Yet, I wish to exchange my endless torment that has lasted hundreds of years for death's inevitability. I'm an anomaly in this world, in body and soul. High hemoglobin count? Maybe. I don't know, I've never had blood myself. I don't know how to grade them. After that night, Silas and I agree to a temporary truce. Our long journey ends and we arrive at Valmore. Worn and weary, I lead him to an estate perched on the city's highlands.
At last, I have the honor of meeting you. Well,
before departing for Valmore, I hired a reputable housekeeper to prepare the manor for my arrival.
As per the instructions in your letter, I hired servants to clean the premises.
Ooh, we've got
It's a shame
money!
this magnificent manor was empty for a long time.
Portraits displaying generations of refined women hang along one side of the hall. The housekeeper gazes at them with an expression that reveals reverent admiration. This is my great-grandmother, here's my grandmother, and this is my mother. I point to each portrait as I introduce them to the housekeeper.
Your lineage is unmistakable, my lady.
Why are you laughing? Yes? Do you have something to say? Silas, who's been standing behind me, lets a soft chuckle. He leans down to whisper into my ear.
You're pretending to be your entire lineage by yourself? You've outdone yourself.
I resist the urge to turn around and glare at him. Instead, I maintain the proper decorum that's expected of nobility.
Please forgive my negligence. May I ask who this gentleman is?
He's my fiancé.
I'm her husband.
Yeah, we're married.
You may address me as Count Cyrus.
That's so close to Silas. Not right on the nose there, chat.
My apologies, my lady. You didn't mention your marriage in your letter. I shall prepare the
When you say that, now we have to share a room. Taking advantage of the housekeeper's departure, I pull Silas into the bedroom. What are you planning?
I only said one sentence.
You're supposed to follow my orders. Who gave you the permission to define our relationship?
You were going to say that I was your fiancé, yes?
He raises his staff to point at the bedroom door. Then he lifts his left wrist.
What sort of noblewoman allows her fiancé to stay in her bedroom from sunrise to moonset? Velmir won't stop speaking of your name before sundown.
What, I have to be a proper woman just because we live in this era?
If that's what you want, then it's not too late to change our story.
I've been traveling for so long, I almost forgot the etiquette established by Philosian nobility.
Have you decided? Should I be your fiancé or your husband?
It matters not.
It's settled then, my dearest wife.
I can't stand him, but I love him! I suppress my annoyance and point to the couch on one side of the bedroom. In this room, your place will always be there.
As you wish, my lovely wife.
He's killing me! He's so sarcastic! But it's so funny. I love the two of them. They're so silly. We're 1/3 the way through, chat. Well.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Based on the engravings at the ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, are we at
don't
an
forget,
auction?
the distinguished guest who...
For Daria, my beautiful daughter, I'm willing to
Oh
offer
my
10,000
God.
silver.
People are out here. That disgusts me.
15,000 silver! It's for my beloved Miss Ariella.
Oh, wait. Are they buying things or are they. I thought for a second that they were selling their daughters. I think they're buying things, chat. When will they reveal that fragment of Night's Whisper?
I didn't expect there to be this many mages present at a ball.
Of course. The nobles only consider Night's Whispers to be a poetry collection left behind by Sir Saren. They forgot that he was the greatest
Shh! Lower your voice. Mages are already competitive enough as it is.
Ah, we're fighting for a tome or some sort of poetry collection thing, huh?
So, that's why you're enduring a boring social gathering. What does the poetry collection say?
You should learn the virtue of silence, Silas.
It's a shame I'm not a fiend you summoned to blindly follow orders. If you won't tell me, I'll find out through socializing.
Of course you will. Silas glances meaningfully at the group of nobles whispering around us.
Perfect. The nobles here believe a count and countess who have returned from foreign lands are intriguing.
Bastard.
One must be evil to know another villain.
You know what? He's useful in his own ways, though. Under the curious glances of those around us, I pretend to affectionately take Silas's arm, then I lean towards his ear. Saren was the last mage to enter the Sacred Core, but that was decades ago.
Oh? I'm assuming you met him then. Did you lose to him?
Well, I don't know. I'm reading this for the first time. Whoa! Unheartedly caressing my cheek, he savors my silence.
I guess the mages believe he wrote a prophecy that tells of the Sacred Core's next appearance.
This arrogant fiend must have an exceptionally brilliant mind.
Your goals are all so banal.
Nah.
But my curiosity is piqued, I admit. How do you plan to outbid these mages?
A noble repeatedly bidding against them would raise suspicion. I'm not that foolish. Besides, who says I have to bid?
I see. I've underestimated your intelligence, Countess.
I like when he says Countess. He's a little suave to it. An attendant carrying a silver case steps onto the platform, and the Marquess speaks again.
The next item is a fragment from a poetry collection
fragment?
written by Sir Saren.
The nobles show little interest, which make it easy to identify the mages as they reveal eager gazes.
He was more famous as a mage. Several of his poems circulated in a royal court.
Here's my chance. Holding a wine glass, I stand up with my back to the crowd. With the slightest movement of my fingers, the barely perceptible traces of a spell form a tiny glyph in the air.
The starting price is 1,000 silver.
In a spot that no one had bothered to glance in, an invisible rift appears. It leads directly to the silver case.
5,000 silver.
10,000 silver!
I'm willing to offer 20,000 silver!
20,000. I channel my energy into the folded space woven by the glyph. I'm ready to silently extract the poetry collection. I wonder which poor soul will end up paying for this empty case. Just as the text is about to pass through the rift, the spatial boundary suddenly falters. Is someone tracing my magic? I hold my breath and add a barrier to the glyph so I can accelerate the flow of energy. If I can complete the transfer before they track me, the rhythmic chorus of competing bids comes to an abrupt halt. Suspicious gazes discreetly fall. Some are directed at me, while others observe the subtle ripples in the air.
I didn't expect so many to have a great interest in a poet. Would anyone like to place a higher bid?
A stream of magical power from the center of the hall surges through the rift. It's attempting to clamp down on my energy. It's suffocating. I can hardly breathe. I pretend to be a delicate noblewoman. I press my hand against my forehead as if I'm about to faint. Then I strategically leave the feather fan in my hand. A few feathers silently detach themselves and transform into semi-transparent threads that dance through the air. They trace an invisible glyph. Beams of light begin to wrap, ripples appear on wine, the edges of the carpet undulate like water, the curtains greatly billow.
Did someone open a window? Where is this breeze coming from?
The tracking glyph has been destroyed? I continue my performance as a dizzy noblewoman and slightly sway. Someone steadies me from behind.
My lady, why don't you tell me when something catches your fancy?
Ah! Insufferable! Glaring at him, I lowered my voice. Since you know what I'm doing, you should help instead of mocking me.
Here's a hint for all of you. The next dance is called Moonshadow Waltz.
Oh?
For those of you who are interested in being the lead dancer with their partner, this is your final opportunity.
Not again. Another wave of stronger energy attacks from different directions. I try to create another glyph.
Since you earnestly made a request for my services.
Silas snaps his fingers behind me, and on one side of the banquet hall, an elderly man suddenly collapses.
Sir, what's wrong? What's happening? Someone has fainted?
Quick! Call for a physician!
I shall abide by your wishes.
You can be rather useful after all. You're causing trouble. Do we need to draw more attention?
You asked for my assistance. I didn't kill him. That's already being discreet.
Sir Saren's poetry collection for
100,000 silver.
Did you say 100,000 silver?
Huh?
I'm Count Cyrus, and I am willing to pay 100,000 silver.
After speaking calmly, he looks at me with an enigmatic smile. What?
Since you've been compromised, I might as well buy it legitimately.
Where will you get the silver?
I thought you were the wealthy one here. As your husband, I need to prove myself worthy.
100,000 silver! Sold!
Silas unhurriedly steps forward and a dazzling gemstone gleams in his hand.
This little stone should be sufficient.
The gemstone is worth at least 200,000 silver. Where did he get it from?
Velmure hasn't seen a noble spend so lavishly in quite some time. I heard only mages have an interest in this poetry.
I'm sorry. I'm unaware of their strange curiosities. The story is what caught my eye.
He takes the silver case from the attendant's hand, opens it, and removes a worn, unremarkable book.
Supposedly, this archmage witnessed the death of his lover in his youth, and she was a poet. Before she died, she left behind a blank page in her manuscript and asked him to complete it for her.
Is this actually what happened, or is he just talking out of his butt?
On that same night, every year, until they formed a complete collection.
Huh.
These pages
I didn't even know
are
that.
his lover's epitaph.
Silas opens the poetry collection to a random page and begins to read out loud.
Beneath frozen tears firmament, the rose in the mist eternally sleeps. Her petals bloom with the illusion's blood. She guides those marked by destiny to a place where none dare to venture.
A rose in the mist? I inexplicitly react to those words, and in the depths of my heart something trembles.
I didn't know the poetry collection concealed.
I was only made aware of the tale a few days ago, yet I knew I had to obtain it. Regardless of the price I must pay, I needed to give it to my wife.
Okay. I'm more than happy to be the trophy wife here. In the room, all eyes are on us. He hands the oat book to me.
My lady, we have only tasted the beginning of marriage's joys. However, my commitment to spend my lifetime with you surpasses life itself.
Whoa, you should be a poet too, Silas. Dang. I'm speechless, but I'm also like, I'm kind of into it. Like he's the most performative male there is out there right now in this era. Silas is the most performative male in this entire game chat.
Wishes to extend an invitation to his wife for the next dance.
Well, there is no staying out of the spotlight with you, huh?
My dearest wife, would you be so kind as to dance with me?
Everyone is watching our every move. I have no choice but to put on a blissful smile and place my hand in his. I'd love to, my dearest husband. Silas gracefully leads me to the dance floor and he guides me into a gentle spin. My dress sweeps in an arc as every movement flows with practiced grace. When we finish the first part of our dance, the other guests join us. Their silk garments ripple outward like waves. Where did you hear that story from? Did the previous mages who summoned you reveal it?
I came up with the fantasy myself. It happened decades ago. No one remembers it anymore.
Our dance elegantly continues as we move to a corner of the banquet hall. A decorative mirror with a golden frame catches my eye. He holds me with one arm as I follow his lead. I lean back and turn my head. I'm startled to see only myself in the mirror. My dress twirls and I raise my arms. I feel his grip on my waist, yet the mirror only shows me dancing alone.
Mirrors in this world cannot reflect beings from the underworld.
Then you best be careful. For some reason, his nonchalant tone stirs a certain emotion. I hesitate before using our dance to lead him elsewhere.
Are you afraid they'll discover my existence?
To them, neither of us should exist. So, we're the same.
Curious. A mage compared herself to a fiend.
And? That was an exciting chapter, chat. Ooh, there's more. Our dance concludes. Since today's objective has been achieved, I'll take Silas's arm and make an excuse to leave the ballroom. I'm still perplexed. If the person didn't trace my spell in the beginning, none of the other mages would have noticed me. That ripple was quick and precise. I have no idea how they managed to detect me. As I speak, I'm recreating the scene in my mind. The first ripple didn't spread from where the mages were gathered. It was within 3 meters of me. My heart almost jumps out of my chest as I look at him. Was it you?
Don't let your mood be so easily affected. Our actions at this ball will become the gossip passed between guests.
You just want to stir up some drama, you.
Is fighting your husband who gave you a precious item a wise choice?
I grit my teeth before forcing myself to smile for Marquess Swain as he comes to bid us farewell.
By tomorrow morning, the tale of your loving devotion will be known throughout Velmure.
I'm honored.
Today's ball was truly memorable. Wouldn't you agree, my beloved?
Thank you for your hospitality, Marquess. This evening has been delightful. You, on the other hand, have not been so delightful. Silas?
We shall take our leave. I hope you'll rest well.
Well, as soon as we return to our residence, I order the servants to retire to the East Annex. Only Silas and I remain in the main building. Go on, reveal the reasons for your betrayal.
Me? A traitor? I wouldn't refer to it as a betrayal, let alone insubordination.
Hello?
I suggest you call it a test.
What right do you have to test your summoner? He slowly unbuttons his collar. Ooh.
You must endure these sorts of trials if you want me to stay. And to serve you, I must confirm your true capabilities.
I scoff. With my hand behind my back, I begin to draw a glyph. Why don't we fight then? You're the one who should be tested. Again with this? We attack almost simultaneously and energy warps the air. Currents clash as rumbling shakes the entire building. Don't aim your attacks to the right. You'll hit my 300-year-old portrait.
You're so cautious for a simple duel.
Let's assume you break those antique vases. Who will provide an explanation to the housekeeper tomorrow?
I could destroy all those portraits in that case.
Hi, Soloran.
We can say your ancestors' spirits appeared at midnight for a family reunion.
He laughs as he speaks. His staff sends out a stream of black-red energy orbs. Even if they did appear, they'll only remind you of our place. I steady the teetering crystal glass with one hand while releasing a glyph with the other. I deflect his attack and force him to retreat to the staircase. Our battle moves beyond the great hall as we fight our way upstairs. Ooh. They're so funny. Fight, 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 fight. I heard Sylus and came as fast as I could. Hey, welcome in. We are on chapter 4, I believe, or 3 or 4. When the door to the bedroom is kicked open, we're already disheveled. Our battle has drained our energy. Having used too many spells, I sit on the edge of the bed to catch my breath. Sylus rests on the carpet and tilts his head.
Neither of us are dead. I suppose we'll continue this at another time.
Please don't fight me every night. I don't respond, collapsing onto the bed as drowsiness overtakes me. But he stands up and pokes my shoulder repeatedly. Just let me rest!
I'm hungry. Let me drink from you.
You're so annoying! I don't even have the strength to glare at him. I roll over instead. Leave me. Yet Sylus lies down next to me on the bed. He leisurely spreads out his limbs. You're not allowed to be here! I turn and try to kick him, but he lies there with his eyes closed. He refuses to budge.
I can't drink blood, and the couch isn't comfortable. You either let me dine, or allow me to rest well tonight.
This man! Bastard! Furious, I gnash my teeth, but I'm too exhausted to keep fighting. All I can do is turn and bury my face in the pillow. The fatigue from using my energy washes over me. My consciousness quickly blurs into nothing. Me. I had a dream. Endless rose bushes line a path enshrouded in mist. I walk forward as the mist grows thicker. Taking a breath makes me feel sluggish. A blurry silhouette appears and vanishes in the distance. I can't help but follow it. Oh. I don't know how long I've been walking until I reach the end of the path. Intense flames and blood-red mist swirl to create a sight befitting of hell. I see myself. Running between the blood-red mist and raging fire, I run as thick smoke erupts violently from the ground. It pursues me from every direction.
Don't look back.
A voice as familiar yet strange falls my ear, yet it's seemingly from a distant place. I turn my head back. A pair of crimson eyes stare back at me. They're so familiar that it makes my heart race with dread. But the face in the mist is akin to sunlight shattered by rippling water. It's impossible to focus on. The edges of the dream are burning. Ooh. He said don't look back, and the first thing we did was look back. Amazing. We're so obedient. Chapter 4. Last night's dream repeats in my mind, especially that familiar yet strange voice and those eyes. But I don't want to be preoccupied with such matters unless it concerns clues related to the sacred core. As rose in the mist, a poetry in night's whispers, and my dream direct me to the same image. I don't believe this is a coincidence. When dawn's light begins to touch the world, I'm already at my desk. I carefully examine the fragments of ancient poetry. The spaces between verses are hiding incantations? Raise your arteries, mechanis, cardinal. Yeah, basically. My fingers trace the faint magical residue hidden within the pages. I follow the patterns of verse breaks, rhythm schemes, and the irregular arrangement of ancient grammar. The fragmented incantations are pieced together to form a map. Saren lived decades ago. This map must be from that era. I stand, approach the bookshelf, and search through my collection of maps depicting the royal capital. I must identify the exact location.
You're already awake. I guess yesterday didn't leave you that exhausted.
Is this one a vampire? Well, he is an underworld fiend that feasts on blood and doesn't have a reflection. So, something like a vampire, but not quite. Watch your tongue, Sylus. More sarcasm means I'm more likely to let you starve.
My lady, may I come in to clean?
What kind of threat is that? You're not the only one with flesh and blood.
You wouldn't target innocent humans. I warn him with a look as I tell the maid to come in.
My lady, when I was arranging the bed before, I was worried you and the Count...
He's drinking our blood. Yep, he's feasting on it. He likes it. I glance at the messy bed, and I force myself to smile as I link arms with Sylus and lead him out of the bedroom. We're pretending to be husband and wife, by the way.
My lady, my lord, this is a painter who specializes in aristocratic portraits.
He's eating more
Central
blood.
part of the Great Hall cannot
He's
remain
eating at my
empty.
soul. He's eating at my patience, most of all. I know this is tradition for Valmore's noble families. Refusing would only arouse suspicion, so I have no choice but to follow the painter's directions.
My lady, please send a loving gaze to the Count. My lord, you may hold the Countess more closely.
My lady, you have my permission to lean on me if you're tired.
Oh. The word I've been using to describe him is insufferable, but in truth, I kind of like it. I look at his teasing gaze and force myself to speak with a stiff smile. We should have asked the painter to use a gladiatorial arena as our background.
In such a landscape, it's kill or be killed. I don't believe it suits our marriage. After all, not even death can sever our bond.
I can feel the passion in your gaze alone. It's rare to paint a lively couple. I will ensure your portrait captures your essence perfectly.
Thank you, painter. Ugh. Ugh. I rub my sore shoulders as I copy the poetry collection's hidden map onto a thin piece of parchment. Then I compare each section to old maps. The convergence point is on the outskirts of the former dynasty's royal capital. This is an underground vault of the old royal capital. We're leaving tonight.
You're well acquainted with it. Living a long life does have its perks, I see.
No amount of sarcasm will change the fact that you must obey me. I lift my wrist and wave it threateningly. Save your strength for when we enter the vault. Remember that your freedom and hunger are in my hands.
Oh, your arrogance is second to none.
Oh, you seem to enjoy it. He pulls me to my feet.
Let's go. Between freedom and hunger, you'll have to satisfy at least one.
Uh-huh. So you say. The entrance to the ancient royal capital's vault has been sealed. Its wards are stacked upon one another to serve as an impenetrable barrier. I use the incantation I decoded from the poetry collection to break through several layers. Sylus impatiently waves his staff and tears through the final seal. A hidden stone door slowly opens. Behind it is a painting lying on the ground. At its center is a small path entwined with wild grass and overgrown with roses. In the depths of the mist, a lone figure walks into the distance. It matches my dream. The painting and images from my dream come to life. It's as if flame wrapped in thick smoke might erupt from the ground at any moment.
Don't let it affect you.
Sylus taps the canvas with his staff.
It's been infused with energy and appears to contain a seal.
If it's a glyph, we should be able to decode it. Right? One end of his staff begins to glow with a crimson light and reveals the faint outline of a glyph under the painting. Layer by layer, the glyphs appear in sequence, but just as they're about to connect, they stop.
It won't open. We'll need to utilize a specific method.
Why do you sound like you've already known the answer? He's done this before, hasn't he? Fluctuation energy in a place like this. Subtle ripples pull me on alert as several figures burst into the stone doorway. I can sense their murderous intent before they cast their spells.
You won't escape this time.
This time... Several lightning bolts fall. The crack on the grounds are reminiscent of a spider web, and dust fills the underground vault. Strange, I made sure to cover my trail. How did they find me so quickly?
I thought you'd be more secretive after succeeding at the auction. I didn't think you'd be so proud that you...
I recall the tracking spell Sylus secretly cast at the auction. You again? Another mage raises his hand and releases black threads from his fingertips. I'm forced to set aside my anger to focus on the fight. Are you going to stand there and watch?
I can't help myself, my lady.
He twirls his staff to effortlessly block the lightning bolt, but he shows no intention of striking back. Draining my energy here won't break our linkage.
We won't know until we try.
Ugh. Intricate glyphs rise from the incantations, conjure silver rings in the air that close in. They threaten to strangle us where we stand. Sylus, you're a useless fiend in the underworld. He cleaves through one of the rings.
Why don't you go down there with me? And see which of us is truly useless then.
I don't have time to argue with you at the moment.
Ah. So we were arguing.
I dodge the rapidly spinning rings, retreat to his side, and grab his hand. If you don't help me now, don't ever think about drinking my blood again.
Is that a threat or an invitation?
It's an order. Eliminate that.
As you wish, my dearest wife.
The shadow beneath his feet begins to stretch and twist. A crimson light shines from the depths of his gaze as black-red mist surges from his staff. Amongst the mages, his movements are graceful yet ruthless. Our opponent can't cry out in surprise before they collapse between flashes of blood-red light. Why would you do that? You're just making it more difficult. As the last mage falls to his knees, Sylus suddenly bends down and bites the man's neck. Blood overflows from the wound. The man doesn't even have time to struggle before dying. Noticing my frown, he wipes the blood from the corner of his mouth with a silk handkerchief and calmly walks to the next mage.
Your furrowed brow reminds me of an intricate glyph. Can you blame me, though? I haven't eaten in days. If this continued, the Archfiend Sovereign would have become the Sovereign of Hunger.
He picks up another unconscious mage.
Your blood is special. One sip is worth half their lives. But since you're unwilling, I'll have to make do.
You lured these mages in for that? He bites the man's throat, and after taking 2 gulps, a subtle change appears in his eyes.
Not necessarily.
But blood spurts out and splashes onto the bottom of the painting. As it seeps into the edge, the glyphs flare with an intense red light. Oh. A thick blood-red mist surges upon the glyph and spreads out. In the mist, the stone doors slowly close. Sylus, run! I dash towards the exit, but a whisper reaches my ear.
You're too slow.
Embracing me from behind, one furls his silver wings and flies away. He breaks through the ceiling to reach the night sky. He escaped? Oh no! Oh wait, no, he brought us with him, okay. At night, Valmar sits under a cold silver, its tiled rooftops reflecting the waning moon's light. Blood-red mist silently encroaches through the streets and alleys and rises towards the sky. The cold moonlight is slowly stained. What will this blood-red mist do to Valmar's people?
Weren't you willing to do whatever it takes to enter the sacred core?
Despite his sarcasm, he holds me more tightly. Sylus, you never actually asked me why I want to enter the sacred core.
Countless people wish to rewrite their lives. You're not the first, nor will you be the last.
What about you? Do you wish to do the same? The blood mist churns in the wind, no longer a mere shadow encompassing the streets. It's an omen unfurling across the sky. Yet within me rises a tranquility I haven't felt in ages. It's as if in some distant past I had looked down upon an ebony city like this. In the future, I'll give you blood.
Are you trying to say we'll compromise?
So long as you stop giving me these trials.
Your offer for a truce is more sincere than I expected.
You'll accept it?
An agreement this important needs a proper acknowledgement. Hold on tight.
Where are we going? Acknowledgement from afar? Why do we have to fly away? Sylus lands on our residence rooftop with me in his arms. The wind lifts his cloak and and the hem of my clothes. I try to jump down, but he doesn't let go. Instead, he sits on the roof with me, still in his embrace. He lowers his head to take in my scent.
Has anyone ever told you that after you cast spells, you radiate a unique warmth?
What?
It corresponds to your energy.
Is that why you always want me to fight you? Aside from you, who else would notice?
If I'm the only one, that's even better.
On a humid night under cold moonlight, he slowly licks my cheek. Oh.
The warmth of a spell's embers on your skin is enchanting.
His moist breath travels down my cheek and neck. His lips brush against my wrist and a smile forms on his face. Didn't you already...
I flew across half the city while carrying you. Even fiends know what exhaustion is. As we've discussed before, formal agreements require a proper acknowledgement to be finalized.
So do you need a contract? A blood contract or something? What kind of acknowledgement is this supposed to be? Despite my internal skepticism, I don't pull away.
Since you've agreed, let's sign it.
I still don't really understand the terms of this.
With my power, you shall tear open fate's gates. And with your blood, I'll maintain my invincible form.
His warm lips gently press against my wrist.
The moonlight will be our witness on this night, at this hour.
This sounds a lot like a marriage. What, you have to feast under the moonlight for this? Pain courses through me as his sharp teeth pierce my skin. I shudder as a strange tingling sensation spreads from the wound to my fingertips. His fingers graze my palm. They move in tandem with his lips and teeth as he sucks my blood. It's meticulous and slow, as if he's savoring a rich, exquisite elixir. I'm not really sure what my role is here, but I'm just gonna stay still and hope we're fulfilling the contract properly. It lasts for a long time until the blood-red mist gradually envelopes the silvery white moon. I don't get it, but I'm guessing he had a long feast of our blood. Well, as long as he's not going against us, I'm okay with that. Not the M word. Marriage. I once again find myself walking along the misty path of roses in my dream. The flowers on either side are no longer blooming. Their petals fade and curl one by one before transforming into silent ash at my feet. The mist clears to reveal a dead garden at the end of the path. Charred vines with roses ensnare broken colonnades. They're akin to memories that lost their life yet refuse to fade. Zane! Zane! Zane for Seer! Looking up, I see Valmore. It's no different from a hanging scroll slowly peeling away, its colors fading layer by layer until everything dissolves into gray mist.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
I want to remember you, but will you still be the same as when the time comes?
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely recognize each other.
Stop, don't bring up Forcia trauma. It's just, my heart. Each flower, a different life. I open my eyes to find blood-red sunlight filtering through the gaps in the curtains. There's a thin layer of eerie mist in our bedroom. Was that a dream?
You're awake?
I try to sit up, but the arm around my waist tightens. I'm pulled back against a firm chair. You release me! Who said you could sleep here? Just give me a while to savor this this sight here. Wow. Hello. His annoying arms ignore me and make me face him.
You slept so soundly last night that I couldn't wake you up. If I wasn't a kind gentleman who carried you back to your room, you'd be sunbathing on the roof.
For all we know, I passed out because you drank too much of my blood.
Worry not. When I walked in, I told the housekeeper that you were exhausted from dancing.
Are you saying I should be thanking you for your thoughtfulness?
I'm honored.
Ugh. A maid enters with a tray that has my breakfast. Once she sets it down, she helps me bathe.
Did you have any strange dreams last night, my lady? I dreamed of a path covered in roses. And when I woke up, I held a rose petal in my hand.
Oh no, what's... Oh. Why is it similar to my dream? What else did you see?
I can't remember. The path was hidden in a heavy mist.
Oh dear, what is going on here? I question all the servants and they say they experience similar dreams. By evening, the entire city is talking about this strange dream. In a world where death can strike at any moment, people believe this is an ill omen. Panic spreads. Oh no. It's panic time! Ah! In the flickering candlelight, I once again open Night's Whispers to search the fragmented text for the blood mist. When the mist kisses the rose and its petals fall, the Supreme shall awaken from its eternal slumber.
Do you believe this refers to the sacred core?
In a book I once read, there was a record of a powerful magic spell. Considered forbidden, it's called the Rose Dream Plague. It can force an entire city to witness the same dream. In other words, it's a disease that infects one's dreams. Only Saren would have the power to seal forbidden magics within a painting from decades ago.
Is he truly kind-hearted to show later generations the path to the sacred core? This could be him mocking people like you.
At least his insults towards me wouldn't be as frequent as yours. What about you, Count? Did you dream last night? Are you... Do you dream the same as humans? Or do fiends have no dreams? He gives a non-committal smile, but his eyes show no traces of amusement.
Rather than concern yourself with whether or not I'm like you, you should focus on searching for the clues about the sacred core.
He doesn't answer my question. For some reason, I'm certain his dream had something he didn't want to see. That night, Silas had a dream. In it, she died in blossoming roses. When he woke up, he thought it was ridiculous. Dreaming of an immortal's death was a cruel, ill-timed joke. But the lingering remnants of the dream prevented him from showing his usual mocking smile. He still remembered the complex emotions from the dream, chaotic, melancholic, and a pain tearing his soul apart. Oh? She's a mage who summoned him, and this is a game to pass the time in his long existence. How could your death cause me so much agony? Silas realized that although he was no longer dreaming, he was still affected by the emotions from his dream. Did I lose my mind after drinking her blood? He laughed at himself, his knuckles gently brushing over the girl next to him. Her skin was smooth, warm. He held this bundle of warmth in his arms as if to dispel the vivid despair from his dream. He thought it was just a dream. Yeah, it was just a dream, guys. Oh no! Ah! They're gonna tell me that he has feelings for us now! Ah! Blood-red mist hangs over Valmore. Stubbornly refusing to disperse, it becomes a veil that enshrouds the city day and night. After the initial panic, people grew accustomed to the sky's disturbing color. In this era where Death's shadow looms, no one can predict if they had to be pushed into the abyss by fate's hand tomorrow. People continued to seek comfort in magic, and mages used any means necessary to enter the sacred core and rewrite fate. Silas and I followed a trail of clues intertwined with dreams, poetry, and the blood mist. Valmura is a painting, slowly corroded by time. Despite our extensive travels, useful information remains scarce. Nope. Are we having a meal? Dinner?
Marquis Swain passed away from an illness several... My lady,
dear.
my lord, you attended a ball he hosted when you first arrived in Belmure.
At the dining table, Silas and I exchanged glances, but the housekeeper's expression remains as calm as ever. He looked hale back then.
They say his heart stopped beating. Such tragedies aren't uncommon. All the nobles are desperately inviting mages. If my lady and my lord wish it, I can arrange for one to visit you.
A mage? She's very kind. She's a
My
very
lady,
good housekeeper.
my
Oh,
lord, today's steak is selected
Hi,
from the
Chef.
healthiest calves, raised on farms outside the city. It's been seared at a low temperature with herb butter.
Thank you. That sounds delicious, actually. The elderly chef anxiously watches as the maid serves the dishes. He casts uneasy glances at Sylus while his voice unconsciously drops to a whisper.
If the Count doesn't find it beneath him, please, do try it.
I glance at the untouched dish in front of Sylus and can't help but pity the dejected chef. I wish I could tell the chef that the Count is only interested in blood. To my surprise, Sylus picks up a knife and fork, cuts a small piece of steak, and places it in his mouth to chew. Oh?
It's not bad.
Oh?
Thank you. I'll go ahead and prepare the dessert.
The housekeeper and maid also visibly relax, and the atmosphere in the dining room seems to improve by a considerable amount. So Sylus can be like this too.
What is it?
It's nothing. I saw a hint of humanity in the Count, and I'm not used to it.
Perhaps. I've been drinking too much of my wife's blood and was infected with the consumption.
Doesn't seem like a bad thing. I glare at him as a servant delivers a letter to the housekeeper.
It's from Duke Bass. His
Oh.
Grace has invited you to a hunt.
They still wish to hunt as the blood mist covers the sky? Do they not fear death anymore?
My lady, you may not be aware, but ever since the blood mist descended, extremely rare animals have appeared in the royal hunting grounds outside the city.
That's suspicious. Huh.
How rare are they exactly?
They say deer with silver horns and pheasants exhibiting golden feathers were spotted, and they've only been depicted in books. All the noble families are competing to hunt them.
Sylus and I exchange a glance. We recognize the interest in each other's eyes. Unusual animals suddenly appearing. This might be connected to the sacred core.
Since His Grace gave us an invitation, there's no reason for us to refuse.
I agree. Let's go.
Besides, my lady should acquire new attire. A custom hunting outfit should do.
I'm getting way too used to being married to Sylus. How can I go back to my usual married life like that? How can I? Here I'm a queen. Outside of this game, I'm not. Sunlight pierces the crimson mist and cascades over the forest located in the royal hunting grounds. Every leaf is coated with a blood-red mist. The horns sounds bark wildly as they run, and dozens of magnificent horses gallop through the woods. They temporarily disperse the eerie atmosphere that looms over the forest.
Look, there's a deer with white markings.
The voices for these NPCs are so funny. In the distance, a herd of startled deer race into the forest depths. Their fur is adorned with vine-like white patterns.
Is that a peacock?
On the other side, a silver peacock stands on a large rock while displaying its tail. Its feathers shimmer with an almost surreal quality. Wow. The nobles are frenzied over the supernatural sights. Their servants and horses divide the forest into chaotic, noisy sections.
I guess none of these creatures are your actual targets.
Hello, my dear husband. Sylus rides a tall, dark red hunter horse. His posture is impeccable, yet he possesses an effable ease. I could almost believe he's going for a casual stroll. According to the books I've read, when the sacred core is about to manifest, living creatures are transformed by powerful magic. They become incredibly beautiful.
Are there any tomes you haven't read? You're a walking sacred core encyclopedia.
Do you like that? Encyclopedias are thick. Those who can only make nasty remarks should be careful, lest their skulls be crushed by one. An unusual magical force slowly reaches out from the depths of the forest. It's akin to slender, cold tentacles. Sylus?
I sense it. Let's follow it.
Mysterious. Ooh. We avoid the groups and track the magical force into the dense forest. The blood-red mist thickens and a streak of disturbing white flashes. Ooh. It's a white crow, its feathers pure as snow. A rose vine crawls out from his back. A semi-transparent bud grows on the vein, and its thin streams of blood are flowing within it. Oh? It's a magical creature. Mephisto has become a white crow? I dismount, my fingers moving rapidly as a glyph appears on the ground. The glyph wraps itself around it. Akin to a chain, it's about to tighten and trap the right crow. Oh, good night, Boba! See you. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me for this while. Mwah. Have a good rest. A dozen blurry figures appear in the mist. They transform it into sharp spikes and unleash a barrage of attacks.
It's not yours.
Oh. Before I can dodge, Sylus is already in front of me. He twirls his staff to block the spikes.
You'll be unable to obtain anything with this speed.
Sylus, these are illusions.
I already knew that. The real spellcaster is hiding amongst them. Attack with me.
I swing my staff at him. Crystals expand into the glyph and pierce the illusions in the mist.
These people severely underestimated the connection between a husband and wife.
Sure.
What do you say, my lady?
I suppose you refuse to miss any chance to flaunt our relationship, Count? We treat barbs as usual, yet our rapport in battle flows more smoothly than ever. This reminds me of that one guy who recently tweeted about queuing for League with his ex. The mages who want to take the White Crow are forced to retreat. Powerless, they can't fight back. I turn to activate another glyph. I'll capture the White Crow. Oof. A familiar nauseating agony explodes in my chest. Oh, it's been a while. 4 chapters, in fact, since I last had an attack. My breath is almost cut off. I fall to my knees in the cold, damp mud, and the power of my glyph dissipates. Why is it even worse than before? My vision blurs, and I can only see Sylus rushing through the mist. He catches me before my face lands on the ground.
Your body.
She can't move. Here's our chance.
A dozen or so mages surround us and raise their hands in unison. The ground erupts with blinding white light. Accompanied by a deafening roar, spiraling rings of light rise.
I can't kill them all when the linkage is limiting me. They need to come closer.
5 rings of light rotate in various positions and mesh together in a gear-like fashion as they close in. My energy and Sylus's are draining. Several impatient mages move, hoping to seize the opportunity to capture the White Crow.
At last.
Within range, Sylus cuts through the group of mages. Akin to a blade, his staff repeatedly pierced their chests.
You want to drain my energy? Pay for it with your blood.
He's hungry again.
Fiend! It's a fiend who drinks blood!
Nobles drawn in by the commotion hide, keeping their distance. Their faces turn ashen as they witness Sylus furiously drink the mage's blood. The spiral glyph continues to move, and my energy is almost gone. The excruciating pain shatters my body into countless pieces. Sylus! He returns to my side, his eyes flashing with a savage intensity, yet they brim with a certain determination. He raises his wrist and pierces his skin with his fangs. Bright red blood winds down his arm.
Drink.
What? I feel a fear in the depths of my subconscious and use my last ounce of strength to shake my head.
You don't have a choice.
He grabs my jaw and presses his wrist against my mouth. When my tongue touches his skin, his blood reminds me of burning embers. It explodes inside me and churns in my veins. My heartbeat is all I can hear as it's accompanied by a sharp burning pain, yet it's quickly dispelling the weakness and oppressive sensation in my body. The mist around us suddenly churns and swirls as if countless hidden eyes are opening within it. The gear-like glyph is silent, its light dissolving into the mist.
Lean on me. We'll leave this place.
Our figures vanish into the depths of the blood mist as Sylus holds me. His blood can heal me? Is that what happens when we link with a fiend? I'm intrigued. Well, what's the theory behind all this? Anyway. In my hazy consciousness, I can only feel a warm, thick, yet intoxicating liquid between my lips. My throat tightens as I greedily drink it. I'm savoring the sweetest poison drawn from darkness itself.
A little more. Breathe.
Isn't that how you drink? I don't know. I slowly open my eyes, and my vision is only viewed with a dark crimson hue. Blood? I realize my tongue is lapping Sylus's wrist, his blood slowly trickling down from the corner of my lip. I quickly move back and sit up, only to discover that I'm lying in a stone coffin. It's adorned with intricate carvings. What? Why am I in a coffin?
Welcome home, Countess.
Huh? Where am I? My home doesn't have anything like this. I look around. This place resembles an underground vault with walls made of dark stone. Candlelight casts shadows that stretch into monstrous shapes. What?
Of course. This is my home.
We're in his vampire den.
I could use another descriptor. Welcome to the underworld.
The underworld? How could a human possibly enter this place?
They would have to drink my blood.
The metallic taste of blood lingers in my mouth, but I'm not repulsed by it. How strange. The suffocating feeling from before has subsided without me noticing, but the pain inside my body still reminds me of everything that happened. The white crow, the clues to sacred core, must be on it. I forced myself to climb out of the stone coffin, but when my feet touched the ground, I collapsed from excruciating agony. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's you! A white, feathery figure flies across the underground chamber and lands gracefully on Silas's shoulder. You caught it?
Here's your clue. In your current pitiful state, you shouldn't be running around willy-nilly.
This magical creature can enter the underworld too?
Since it was prey that caught your interest, my lady, I naturally couldn't let it escape.
You never disappoint me, Fiend.
I'll admit, it's peculiar. I've never seen a magical creature that can freely travel between the human world and the underworld before.
Silas helps me stand. The white crow shows no intention of flying away. Instead, it tilts its head as it watches me. The vine on its back sways gently with each breath, its bud remaining tightly closed as if hiding secrets. I wonder how long it'll take for this flower to bloom.
When it happens, what you're looking for might reveal itself. But your weakness has been exposed. Those mages won't give you a moment to breathe anymore. If you leave now, you'll be walking into death's sweet embrace.
His eyes reveal their typical mocking gleam, but there's a hint of genuine concern. I remain silent for a moment. The intense anguish coursing through my body forces me to lean on him for support. If you don't mind me staying here, then I'll wait for the rose to bloom, Count.
I have welcomed you from the very beginning.
Suddenly, he picks me up. Carrying me, he climbs the stairs.
Now that you're staying, let's help you become acquainted with our home, my lady.
Silas and I reach the top of the staircase. This is a familiar scene. It's from his other myth. Ah! I cry. The scenery greeting my eyes is so breathtaking that I almost forget my pain. Inside the massive castle with its vaulted ceiling, bright candlelight reflects off countless treasures. Its radiance is dreamlike and dangerous. Massive bee skulls hang as decorations. Crystals taller than a person contain strange weapons and items that shimmer with an otherworldly glow. I see he's a collector even in this universe, huh? Is that how you live in the underworld? No wonder you hate being summoned.
They're nothing more than trophies. Opponents I've defeated here, mages who tried to summon me only to die. I always keep one item from each of them as a souvenir.
That sounds terrible. His nonchalance sends chills down my spine. So this place is actually a graveyard.
Your sense of humor never fails to delight me. Even if this is a graveyard, it's been deathly quiet for a long time. I've run out of rivals in the underworld. There are no fiends who dare to challenge me. And I can count the mages who survived long enough to complete the summoning ritual on one hand in the past century. So, I'm bored.
I'm also a mage who summoned you. Are you planning to take a souvenir from me? He glances at me.
We'll discuss that after you're dead.
So you also have a sense of humor.
It's a pity that the underworld and the human world lack individuals like you who appreciate it. It seems my sense of humor is destined to only entertain you.
You seem to have a silver tongue as well, Silver Fiend. As he carries me around to brag about his keepsakes with great enthusiasm, I catch a glimpse of something within the castle. Is that a pipe organ? In the midst of flickering golden light stands a silent, imposing, dust-covered pipe organ. Its wooden casing has lost its luster as if being forgotten in the depths of time.
Can you play it?
He places me on the bench, and I press a few keys. Unsurprisingly, some are out of tune. Others don't produce any sound.
That's normal. No one has ever played it.
And you consider it normal? A room full of treasures arranged around a broken pipe organ? Is it special to you? Sylus doesn't answer. He picks me up again and carries me. I'm about to ask more questions, but the sight before me makes me forget my curiosity. Oh. On the balcony, the wind is as cold as knife's edge. The underworld sky doesn't resemble daytime or nighttime. It remains an unchangeable gray. The world before me is distorted and fragmented. Buildings of various architectural styles are present as far as the eye can see. It's as if they've been violently pieced together. In the distance, a crimson barren mountain rises. Large rock chunks float around its edges. Beyond that lies a motionless sea. Akin to a glass sculpture, the waves are frozen as they break. Such a strange, surreal sight that you live in. The underworld described in various books is nothing like this.
You should read less nonsense.
These structures seem to be from different worlds. What exactly is this realm?
A graveyard.
An indescribable shudder spreads from the depth of my heart. I don't understand. He slightly turns his head, his gaze passing me like the wind.
You're not the only one who wants to rewrite fate. And there are other timelines with people such as yourself. Have you ever wondered where those discarded fates go? Established cause and effect cannot vanish into thin air. A place must receive these fragments erased from various timelines. When enough fragments accumulate, they form ruins. The underworld is a fate's graveyard.
I never expected that. That's an interesting concept, chat. Similar to a hunter searching for carrion above a graveyard, the white crow soars in the distant gray sky. Oh. I don't know if I'm stunned by Sylus's words or affected by the countless energies surrounding me. A ringing noise floods my ears and my limbs weaken.
The magnetic field here is too chaotic. Your body isn't strong enough to stay outside for too long.
Without saying another word, Sylus lifts me into his arms and carries me back. Black red mist flows out to seal the doors and windows behind us. Back in the stone chamber beneath the castle, what was once eerie now feels comforting by comparison. It's suddenly quiet in here. The stone chamber shields me from the chaos outside, and even my breathing becomes steady again.
Only being quiet isn't enough.
He places me back into the ornate stone coffin. Noticing my look of protest, he pats my head to reassure me.
You'll recover faster here.
No wonder you use this stone coffin as a bed. However, humans need plenty of food to recover. We can't just rest.
You only require blood now. There's no need for regular meals anymore.
What? Dauntless, I grab his hand. I've been eating human food for hundreds of years. I can't quit. Even if my body doesn't need it, I still need food to sustain my mind. Otherwise, I'll keep pestering you.
How troublesome.
I hear rummaging, then Sylus quickly returns with several pouches in his hands.
You're fortunate. In the underworld, my abode is the only one where human food can still be found.
I wonder who's the unfortunate maid you scavenged them from. This food isn't centuries old, is it?
It's 100 years old. It's fresh compared to you.
There are traces of magical seals on the pouches. Mages typically use this method to preserve food for extended periods, but no mage expects their food to last 100 years.
Are you going to eat it or not?
I'll try. Silas's face shows disdain, yet his movements are swift and efficient as he opens the pouch and lights a fire in the stone chamber to heat the food. Humming? I look at the cold, gloomy stone chamber and the coffin I'm lying in, then my gaze lands on his busy, happy figure. Silas, were you this happy when you were alone here? He pours the heated, sticky mass of food onto the metal plate and hands it to me.
No. It's because I'm giving you this meal, so I can feast properly later.
Then I must be the first dish that makes you happy. A gourmet delicacy.
You're confident about your status.
I taste the steaming substance. Although I'm not actually hungry, its aroma still brings me comfort and helps me relax. This isn't my first time lying in a coffin. I was suffocating and the people around me thought I had died. They hastily buried me in a coffin. Once enough time has passed, I woke up to find myself buried alive. I stare absently at the thick liquid on my plate, but my voice remains steadfast. I struggled to crawl out of it. I bet that place still has ghost stories about me. But this happened ages ago. After several eons, I doubt anyone remembers. Silas quietly listens. Surprisingly, his mocking expression is nowhere to be seen.
Is that why you wish to enter the sacred core?
Yeah. I lower my gaze. It's the first time I've told anyone my real reason for seeking the sacred core. My suffering stems from a curse. I lost my most crucial memories and only vaguely remember that because of this curse. Only a certain person can grant me a true death. He quietly observes me as if he's looking at a reflection below a lake's surface.
You want to rewrite your fate, to escape eternal torment.
Correct. Eternity for me is a nightmare that I can never wake up from. The flickering candlelight in the stone chamber casts a gentle glow on his face. It encourages me to ask the question that's lingered in my heart for so long. Do you remember why you're here?
That's one more thing we share. For better or worse.
What? He sits down and leans against the stone coffin.
I don't remember how I arrived here. Sometimes, I think the underworld's fiends are simply people abandoned by fate, since they're not embraced by it. They're free from the mortal world's moral constraints.
But you said you weren't happy before.
I suppose when I defeated a fiend, I'd momentarily feel the zenith of pleasure. That's why I spent most of my time becoming the ruler of the underworld. But pleasure has always been fleeting. After the rapture passes, all that remains is longer periods of emptiness.
Oh. He speaks of his distant past in a detached tone, with time melting bloodshed and brutality, only drifting ashes are left. I understand him, though there's no reason for it. Perhaps it's because I also experienced the passage of time. Maybe my life has only one sensation left. Thank you for the follow. Or, to put it simply, we're like kindred spirits. You must have traveled through many fragmented space-times before. Why did you stay at this castle? He glances at me, his tone making it impossible to tell if he's being genuine.
Must there be a reason? This might be the only place where I've seen a pipe organ.
Is that so?
It's the only object that feels familiar to me.
My heart raises for no apparent reason. An inexplicable thought appears in my mind. This castle doesn't have to be so deathly silent. After all, its owner isn't cold-hearted. This is where they build you up and build up the relationship and make you feel things for each other before they kill you. Well, that's the usual myth pipeline anyway. Several days later, the torment inside my body has slightly subsided. Now I can leave the stone coffin and walk around the castle. Living alone in a large building must be boring. Grayish light pours through the castle windows as the white crow dives. It's carrying something in its beak. It lands on the railing beside me and opens its beak. A black flower gently rolls into my palm. Is this a rose? It has the shape of a rose, but I've never seen this color before. What did you bring me, Mr. Crow?
When did it bloom?
I haven't seen the underworld's gardens yet. I grab Silas's wrist. Should we follow it and take a look?
You've barely recovered, and yet you've already forgotten what happens when outside energies affect you.
I've been stuck here for days. Besides, you can protect me. This is an order.
Are you certain your orders still work in my territory?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, we don't know, but we're gonna find out, I guess. Several wisps of black red mist faintly swirl around me as if to shield my body.
In this place, I'll only abide by them once.
Okay. I knew he could do something about that. Of course he can. The White Crow leads us to the area behind the castle. The hillside is shrouded in hazy light. To my surprise, a field of blossoming blue and black roses lie at the bottom of the stone steps. The White Crow circles above the sea of flowers, and this scene feels strangely familiar. I feel like I've experienced this before.
In a dream?
In Valmur, there's a secret garden filled with roses. It is red and white roses in full bloom. I remember seeing a black crow there. It feels similar to what we're seeing now. It's almost like...
a mirror image.
Yeah. I pick a few roses. Their rich fragrance is exactly like the scent one can find in the human world. It adds a touch of vitality to this cold realm. Perhaps the human world and the underworld aren't completely separated. How else could this white crow travel between them? And it carries clues about the sacred core. It can be considered a messenger.
The sacred core's messenger is similar to an ominous sign. It deserves a fiend's name.
Are you gonna name the crow?
We'll call him Mephisto.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Mephi. The White Crow cries out as if he's approving his new name. He lands on Silas's shoulder, the rosebud on the bird's back, quivering slightly. It might blossom soon. It's so weird that a flower just grows on its back like that. It's like a parasitic rose. Really interesting. I gather blue and black roses and bring them back to the castle. I arrange them at the bottom of the stone coffin.
You're bringing an invasive plant species into my territory.
This stone coffin is cold, hard, and deathly gloomy. I doubt I'll ever get used to sleeping in it. I lie down in the coffin. The fragrance of flowers envelopes me and it carries a warm sweetness. The roses here smell similar to the ones in the human world. Falling asleep surrounded by it might give me better dreams. Do you want to try it?
Since when did you start believing in these things?
I once fell asleep amongst the flowers. To be exact, it was in the secret garden I told you about.
And you had a beautiful dream.
Yeah, I still remember it to this day.
Tell me about it. Perhaps I might also start believing.
After you have your own sweet dream, we can exchange stories. I take Silas's hand, he doesn't refuse, and as he moves closer, I pull him into the small sea of flowers. Close your eyes and breathe. Doesn't it feel like you're lying in a bed of flowers?
I can believe I'm basking in the sun.
His tone remains as teasing as ever, but there's a subtle joy in his voice. He has yet to let go of my hand. I close my eyes and sense the floral fragrance intensify in the darkness. I become more aware of his warmth that I'm holding. Silas? When we return to Valmor, I'll take you to that secret garden and show you those roses.
All right.
Holding hands, we sleep while surrounded by the fragrance of roses. Aww, these two. Thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I don't know how long it's been. My body is overwhelmed by an intense, inexplicable desire. Dizziness, a parched throat, an emptiness in my chest. This isn't a suffocation heralding an approaching death. It's an uncontrollable hunger. I'm subconsciously drawn to the presence beside me. I don't want the scent of flowers, but this intense, burning essence. I can't help but move closer to the source, seemingly in a deep slumber as Silas's eyes are closed. I lower my head towards his chest and inhale his scent. His heartbeat awakens a deeper, carnal craving within me. Whoa! I follow this warmth to his collarbone and his Adam's apple. I'm drawn to the side of his neck. The essence is more evident, its warmth pulsating against the tip of my nose and lips. I want Silas.
You don't need to restrain yourself. Since we're the same now, why don't we make an exchange?
The wild, growing hunger inside me doesn't let me hesitate. I agree instantly. So what, we're gonna suck each other's blood? Huh? A faint smile crosses his lips as he unhurriedly opens his collar to expose his neck. Slightly raised veins pulse under his skin.
Indulge yourself to your heart's content, my dearest wife.
Well, I didn't know. I already didn't plan on resisting, but... Ooh! They gotta keep the music playing whenever I open this menu to save a thing. Otherwise, it's too obvious that I'm doing it, guys. I lean forward, my fangs piercing his skin. Warm, thick liquid floods into my mouth. The taste in my mouth is rich, cloying. It carries an intoxicating power that makes me dizzy. I feel as though I'm drinking the night's darkness that's been brought to a boil. Whoa!
Give it to me.
As I tilt my head back to catch my breath, Sylus turns his head, opens my collar, and sinks his fan into the crook of my neck. So it only works if it's someone else's blood? You can't just like drink your own blood? Whoa. That went on for a while. Pain and pleasure overlap and surge as our breaths quicken and intertwine. Blood and skin press against lips and teeth. The scent of flowers and blood merge, and our heartbeats gradually synchronize beneath our skin. Dark red blood drips from my pierced neck. Soaking my disheveled collar, it soon falls into the roses under us. Petals greedily drink drops of blood, and a dark crimson seeps into those blue and black roses. Ooh. Parasitic roses. Whew, that was steamy. I don't know how long I've been asleep. In a realm between dreams and wakefulness, a slight pull on my skin makes me regain consciousness. Next to me, Sylus lies on his side. He holds a soft handkerchief and unhurriedly wipes away traces of blood from the corner of my lip. His touch is gentle, and his fingertips occasionally brush against my skin. They leave behind a subtle yet unmistakable warmth.
Did I wake you? You can sleep some more.
Whoa, we exchange blood and all of a sudden he's so gentle and caring with us. Felt like a consummation of our marriage there. I lower my gaze. The edges of the rose petals beneath me are still stained with dark red blood that's partially dried. They are seemingly whispering to me. I recall the burning roses from my previous dream. Their color was the same, and the person beside me in the dream had the same warmth. Dreams and reality overlap, and I can't tell which is more real. Oh. Hi, Matthew. Mephisto perches on the edge of the stone coffin, the rosebud on his back so large that it's starting to unfurl. We should be able to return soon.
Indeed.
Silas's answer betrays no emotion, and my heart, which should be rejoicing, isn't as thrilled as I expected. I'm one step closer to entering the secret core. I should be happy. My gaze remains captivated by the hand still wiping away blood. His fingertips graze my lips, and his lingering warmth secretly infiltrates my heart to embrace every fiber of my being. Once I enter the secret core, this curse's shackles will no longer bind me. Doubts lurk, and its rusty blade silently embedding itself into my heart. Isn't this what I've always wanted? Why am I hesitating? We found someone to spend eternity with, that's why! The rose on Mephisto's back blooms more beautifully with each passing day. Unfurling one layer at a time, its petals are akin to ignited flames. Deep within the flower's center are entwined silver thread-like patterns, fragments of magical power. Once the rose is in full bloom, these magical fragments will be revealed. I'll piece them together then. My body is recovering, but I know deep down that it will never return to what it once was. For reasons unknown, the searing sensation follows me like a shadow. It's not as intense as when it suddenly appears, but rather it's a constant underlying pain. But I lie to Sylus and tell him I made a full recovery. Sylus is uncharacteristically distracted. His only response was a slight nod. The unspoken truth between us is that after leaving the underworld, we reach the sacred core. These should be the last moments of my life in the underworld. Before leaving, I want to leave something behind. Perhaps to prove that I was here, and perhaps it'll make him remember me. I wiped down the neglected pipe organ deep within the castle and opened its cover to clean the pipes.
You're already bored of this place? Or you have a rare hobby for repairing pipe organs?
Not necessarily. In the past, I disguised myself as a devout choir member to find the book containing forbidden magic. It was sealed in the chapel. Sorry, it'll be a bit noisy for a while. I adjust the pitch of each note until the organ sounds normal again. I stayed there for a long time and learned tuning and repairing techniques. I never thought I'd get to use them here. I think it's tuned. Do you want to try playing it?
Why don't you do that?
The only pieces I learned back then were all monotonous and boring. Chuckling softly, he sits down. His slender fingers rest on the instrument's keys. Ooh, so charming, right? He can play the pipe organ, chat! The melody flowing from his fingers reminds me of warmth submerged in water. I'm drawn into the depths of my memories. My heart stirs, and I can't tell if it's because of the melody or the person playing it. Napping to lads, having a nap. Where did you learn to play this piece?
I don't remember. It seems like I was born with it.
Really? It sounds like a requiem.
Is it banal?
Banal? No, it's tranquil. Entranced, I watch his fingers dance. Sylus, when I die, will you play it for me again?
How can you hear it if you're dead?
I'll hear it. Doesn't say anything and continues playing. The ancient castle's vast corridors and walls reflect the music back again and again, as if they're trying to crystallize this moment in time. This is our last night in the underworld. Oop, low battery. That night, the white crow is perched on the castle window. A blood-red rose blooms along the vine on his back. Its delicate lines on the petals converge into a silvery white spiral at the flower's center. It resembles a dissected nebula. I lean in. Deep within the spiral lies an illusionary mirror which rotates like a kaleidoscope. I see an abandoned courtyard with no distinctive features. There's only a broken stone bust standing alone amongst overgrown weeds. At the end, a narrow path stretches into the distance. Blooming roses line it. The flower's shadows guide my gaze towards the depths of this mist. Something is waiting for me. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Last 2 chapters, chat. Hold on. I need to plug in my iPad. We're getting there. Hold on. Let me see if it's charging. Okay, it is. Thank you for the water, Troy. Drink some. We're almost done, chat. Our last 2 chapters. Let's see how this goes. After leaving the underworld and returning to Valmur, we find the estate completely abandoned. All the dazzling treasures have vanished. Even the modest silverware is gone. In the center of its great hall, the large portrait of me and Sylus has been splattered with crimson paint. It's a bloody, grotesque sight. Our faces have been erased, and only crimson words are smeared on them. Fiend and evil mage.
Many nobles at the royal hunting grounds witnessed me kill the mages.
The mages who were fortunate enough to survive embellished their stories, I'm sure. They painted us as fiends wearing human skin.
This is the price for summoning Sylus.
And? I let out a scornful laugh and waved my hand to destroy the exorcism glyph on the painting. People in this world are terrified of death. My immortal existence is inherently evil to them.
You have no attachment to this world?
Do you have any attachments to the underworld? Sylus gazes at me thoughtfully.
No.
Then we're the same. I glance at the full-length mirror on one side of the room. There's no reflection in it. No Sylus, no me. I'm not afraid. Instead, a sense of comfort washes over me. That's how it should be. I point at the mirror. See? We're the same.
The same.
He leans in, and I can see my reflection in his eyes.
I like that.
We turn and leave. We must find the prophesized ruined courtyard that's related to the sacred core. We search Velmore for an abandoned courtyard containing a bust. Mages block our path. They shout nonsense about justice and retribution while waving their staves. However, their eyes reveal their true greed. Justice Cloak is the perfect disguise for desire. In merely a few days, news of a fiend and an emo mage returning from the dead spread like a plague. Mages create rumors that we seek the sacred core to overthrow the world order and unleash fiends upon Phylos. More mages rush to Velmore and use vanquishing evil as a pretense that as they compete for the chance to enter the sacred core. Our search for the desolate courtyard amongst ruins continues. We'll find it, I'm sure. We got this. Oh? The night deepens. After another day of constantly moving and fighting several mages, we've taken shelter in an empty house on the city outskirts. The ceaseless, searing pain in my body grows stronger with each passing day. Maybe it's because we're getting closer to the sacred core. Sylus offers his wrist to my lip.
You've used most of your energy. Do you want a sip?
You've also expended most of your energy.
So many mages are handing themselves over on a silver platter. I get to enjoy a feast every day.
I firmly turn his face toward mine and look into his eyes. You liar.
You haven't been honest with me either. Am I mistaken?
I stay silent. I know he's aware of the fact that I've never fully recovered, but he hasn't said anything about it. He absorbs blood from our enemies and offers his own to sustain me. He sighs before he somewhat forcefully pulls me onto his lap. He guides my head to the side of his neck.
If you still want to enter the sacred core, then bite me.
I stare at his injured neck that hasn't fully healed. My heart aches.
Isn't it our ritual?
I gently press my lip against his skin and warm blood flows into my mouth. Moonlight veiled in the blood mist shines through the windows. It illuminates his gaze and those unfathomable depths that could swallow me whole. It was only a glimmer, yet it feels like 1,000 years have passed. A thought begins to expand. It's akin to a sponge absorbing water. After rewriting fate, I'll never see these eyes again. Hi, baby. Welcome home. My husband just came home. I'm on my last 2 chapters. Oh, this class? Okay. I slowly fall asleep in Sylus's arm. But even in her slumber, pain is merciless. She frowns and her breathing is rapid as if an invisible hand is squeezing her heart. Subconsciously, she grasps her fingers before reluctantly releasing them. Sylus pauses and he holds her hand again. Their wrists touch and the chain binding them flickers with every breath. Somehow, he no longer resents the linkage he wanted to rid himself of. In fact, he wishes it could bind them more tightly together. Supposedly, it's been a long time since he thought about returning to the underworld alone. In his eyes, his dreams, his imagination, her presence exists in his everything. But if their circumstances never change, the one who's staying by his side will continue to endure endless torment.
If bearing a curse is your fate, then rewriting that is part of your destiny. Fate isn't the only answer. After all, I never believed in it. If fate demands your suffering, then I will destroy it.
Ooh. He really should become a poet. This is so strong words.
No matter the cost, this shall be the price I pay.
Whoa. Your model's very pretty. Thank you so much. Oh, I love that little uppies emote. Super cute. I can feel my heart sinking with every sentence we're reading right now because I know they're gonna approach a tragic end. For those who are wondering or who have just entered in, hello, my name is Himitaki. I'm a Bunny Princess VTuber, and I play otome games like Love and Deepspace. Love and Deepspace being my main gacha otome game. We are playing Sylus's Silverwing Fiend a myth story right now, which is 9 chapters long, and we're on chapter 8, so we're really approaching the end here. But I hope that you enjoy the reading, the story. We've gone through a lot so far, but I don't know how it's gonna end yet. We're gonna find out soon, and I think I'm gonna cry. So stay strapped in, get your hydration, go to the toilet if you have to. I'm gonna drink some water myself too. I've been reading for a while. 2 hours to be exact. And we are going to wrap this up soon. But thanks for sticking around, thanks for lurking. If you're here, don't forget to send a message every now and then so that Twitch knows that you're here. And I'll see you on the other side. After surfing through most of Velmer's courtyards without any success, we arrived at an abandoned churchyard. The stone sculptures here are intact. Not all of them match the text in the prophecy.
Isn't it odd? The buildings are weathered and old, yet the sculptures appear as though they were crafted days ago.
An illusion? Oh. The ground suddenly trembles, stones break, and a massive skeleton rises from the center of the churchyard. What? Its body is forged from black iron and brittle bone. Dark red flames burn within its chest cavity, and death essence flows from its hollow eye sockets. Uh-oh. This is a remnant of an ordinary sentinel. Good night, Lord Devour. The skeleton swings a massive rust-covered axe, which generates overwhelming energy waves. Strong skeleton mob.
Regardless of what it is, the fact that a trap was set means we're close to the answer.
Sylus stands in front of me. He binds the skeleton's arms with black-red mist, but the creature violently breaks free.
Oh, it's not a weakling.
He thrusts his staff onto the skeleton's chest. I seize the opportunity to cast a spell. As I press my hand on the ground, glyphs appear and spread out from under the skeleton. It's bound in place. Now! Silas's staff pierces the skeleton's chest. Flames surge, but the beast doesn't fall. That's a strong skeleton mob. Brittle bones scatter only to reassemble. Larger than before, the creature stands once more. The giant axe sweeps across the ground and sends stone fragments flying. The attack makes me slam against the base of a stone sculpture. Blood trickles down from the corner of my mouth.
Get behind me.
Oof. Silas spreads his wings and flies in front of me. He takes the second strike as his shoulder becomes a bloody mess. I clench my teeth and channel my energy into the staff. Whoa, he looks very beaten up. Glyphs spread out and engulf the skeleton. By the way, do you still need funds to travel? I've booked my ticket, but expenses for there I'm still saving up, yeah, if that's the question. Silas and I grip the staff together and forcefully drive it through the creature's skull. Flames burst from its eye sockets and its massive body crashes to the ground, thank goodness. In the subsequent silence, only our labored breathing remains. Oh my gosh, Silas, you look like a bloody mess, but you're a bloody hot mess. I fall to my knee. Whoa, the sleeve! We get to see his arms! I fall to my knee, my palms covered in blood. I gasp for air as the searing pain inside my body intensifies. Silas folds his wings and drags his injured body over to me. He supports me as I stand.
What a shame. We almost died.
You and your sense of humor. Yeah, we barely avoided that opportunity. In spite of our pain, we weakly smile at each other. For those who are a bit lost, our goal is to end our suffering by dying. So, joking about almost dying is, it's pretty normal with these two. Amidst the broken stone, a half-destroyed statue emerges. It matches the one in the prophecy. At the end of where the statue points, a narrow path lies hidden in the mist, the blooming red roses lining it. I've seen it in paintings and in my dreams. This is the entrance to the sacred core. The goal that I've chased for hundreds of years is right before my eyes. I'm momentarily stunned. This isn't a dream, right? Silas stares at the misty path that leads into the unknown. His expression darkens.
Since this is what you want, let's continue.
I extend my hand towards him. Silent, he looks at it, then he takes it. Hand in hand, we step onto the rose-covered path, and venture deeper. we're here for real now. Mist churns around my feet as my body reaches its limit. Each step feels as though I'm walking on knives. It's as if my body has been torn to shreds, yet my flesh and bones are forcibly held together. But I'm almost at the end. At the end of this path, I can use the sacred cord to rewrite my fate. Then the pain will be over. The linkage between Sylus and me shall end as well. I look at our clasped hands. Once our connection is severed, Sylus will return to the underworld. As for me, I'm uncertain of the life waiting for me. But it will be one without a curse. Pain and Sylus. Oh! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much! Thank you so much, Lord Devour, for the... Aww. Merry Christmas! Thank you! I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you too. Are you going anywhere? How are you enjoying it? And if it's late, of course, don't feel obliged to stay. I know it's kind of late already. Okay, let's continue, shall we? From the depths, a breeze blows along the path and carries a faint floral fragrance. Rose petals scatter in the air. They land in my hair and on Silas's shoulder. Thank you, Lord Devour. My gaze shifts from my clasped hands to his face. I realize he's looking at me. Oh, thank you for the water, too.
What is it?
Thank you for the posture check. Oh, I needed that. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much I was slouching. Okay. Good stretch. Good stretch before the end, chat. Because I need to be in good physical condition to cry. The entrance is beyond the mist. Oh.
I know.
I stop in my tracks. Once I enter, we might not have the chance to say goodbye.
You're eager to bid farewell.
I want to do it properly. It's similar to a proper acknowledgement.
You don't want me to see the sacred core? All right, then. I wasn't even the slightest bit interested.
His tone carries its usual sarcasm, but there's no trace of amusement in his eyes.
Should I offer my blessings for your inevitable death? I wish that you'll be free from curses and live an ordinary life without any sort of suffering. Or should I wish for us to never meet again?
Oh, no, not that. But I take a step, pull his arm, and stand on my tiptoes to kiss his lips. Our lips have left wounds on each other's bodies, and we've felt each other's warmth and blood. But this kiss is different. I still want to leave something behind in Silas's life, even if it's just a moment. I should let him forget me just as I would forget him, but why do I selfishly want him to remember? Let's sever our linkage. The path ahead is one I must walk alone. Without waiting for his response, I silently recite the spell. The linkage at my wrist begins to glow. With a lingering, gentle vibration, it stretches like a silk thread being pulled apart. Oh no! The thread of light breaks, its fragments turning into tiny notes of light that float away with the wind. They disappear into the mist.
This is what you consider a proper farewell.
Well, Sylus, you're free now. As I say these words, I feel an unfamiliar emptiness around my wrist. The emotion swelling up inside me. Is it reluctance?
It won't be long before I'm forgotten. But what makes you think I'll forget you?
Of course you'll forget me. He stares at me as if he's already seen right through it, yet he doesn't try to interrupt me. You can rule the underworld again. You'll live forever. I'm nothing more than a fleeting moment. Another lie.
You're speaking as if you know what I desire.
I hope it's what you want.
You gave me another order.
In the future, when you play that melody again in your castle, if I'm truly dead by then, my soul will still hear it. He takes my hand, his fingers caressing my slightly trembling palm.
Is this the final testament you want to give me?
Why not? You'll always abide by my orders. With countless unspoken feelings buried in my heart, I look at Sylus and force myself to smile. Farewell, Sylus. I'm crying. I don't want to die anymore. As the mist dissipates, my senses vanish. I can't tell where I am. When I open my eyes again, I find myself in an incredible otherworldly place. Oh? This place has no sky, no earth, and only an endless white sand that's constantly flowing. Sands cascade from an indeterminable height. Layers upon layers of it almost fill my vision. I struggle to move. I'm like a prisoner trapped inside an enormous hourglass. Please listen to my wish, Sacred Core. The fate I wish to rewrite is one without any curse. The energy within my body is ripped away by an invisible hand. It transforms into grains of white sand that fall into the flowing sea beneath my feet. The sea of sand churns as a human skeleton slowly rises to the surface. Tattered old clothes still cling to it. I can faintly make out an embroidered badge among the rags. The name on it is Saren. My pupils constrict as my breathing becomes rapid. Sir Saren, the last archmage to enter the Sacred Core, the one who left clues about its manifestations for future generations.
At long last, a prisoner of the Sacred Core has arrived.
The skeleton's jaws move slowly as it begins to speak.
You've discovered that this is a lie. The Sacred Core could never rewrite fate. It's merely a vessel that devours the strongest souls. All mages who enter the Sacred Core sacrifice their souls. Now it's your turn.
Oh no! Fear surges wildly in my chest. I struggle to stay calm as I create a glyph to slow the process of my energy being drained. Akin to a waterfall, sand pours down from above. Cracks begin to appear in my glyph as my scorching energy continues to disappear. I can accept death, but I refuse to be manipulated. A crystalline fragment detaches itself from my chest. It emits a dazzling light. My body feels weightless. The excruciating, searing pain vanishes, and centuries of torment fade away as if I woke up from a bad dream. Is this the source of my suffering? My curse is a fragment of an incomplete soul? No. I desperately try to grasp that fragment. I didn't choose this. Rather, my action is driven by pure instinct. Even if it's a curse, even if it only brings me suffering and pain, something deep within me tells me I cannot lose it. Yet my struggle is futile. The fragment drips further away. My energy continues to be devoured. And... oh no. As darkness closes in around me, a familiar light begins to spread from my wrist. The linkage I'd assumed was severed pierces the waterfalls of sand, and layers of cascading white are torn apart.
The linkage between us cannot be severed.
Sylus advances against the sand's flows, his figure akin to a blade slicing through this false world. He's here! Don't come any closer, the Sacred Core will devour your soul. You can't stay here.
What about you? Have you resigned yourself to your fate? Didn't you say you'd rewrite it? Yet as we speak, you're willing to become a sacrifice?
Well, it's too powerful. A mage's power simply can't.
Oh, it's too powerful?
He grips my hand and pulls me out of the sand. His intense gaze meets mine.
Have you forgotten? You're not an ordinary mage. You're the mage who summoned Sylus. If you're willing to pay the price, then nothing is immovable. Not even fate.
He speaks with such conviction that I believe him. Intense dread washes over me as I desperately try to stop him. Sylus, no, no! Yet he only responds with a gentle smile.
This matter is merely more absurd than death.
Well, you're right about that. Massive energy erupts from his body. Waves of intertwined black and red crash against the realm around us. Sands flow upward, everything trembles, and white sand transforms into a violent storm that engulfs everything. I use every ounce of my strength to hold on to him, yet in the depths of this raging whirlwind, I see a crystalline fragment of his soul float out of his chest. It's swallowed by the sacred core. Sylus! Light explodes between our tightly clasped hands as the space around us collapses with a thunderous roar. We fall endlessly into the chaotic void as he spreads his wings and holds me in his arms. What is going on right now? The world peels away and vanishes behind us. Silence returns. Silas's breathing is erratic. His face is deathly pale, and his body feels unnaturally cold as he holds me. Hi, Humming. Without your energy, you won't be able to return to the underworld.
I never intended to go back.
What? I caress his cheek. He lowers his gaze as a weary smile appears on his face. Burst your card? What do you mean? I spent my saved up diamonds for his card, yeah. Sylus, we had identical soul fragments and we lost them.
On two shells that lost their souls still the same.
I stare at him until tears blur my vision. The pain within my body has vanished. The curse of immortality has been lifted. For the first time, I've truly become an ordinary human. My flesh, soul, and life aren't as fragile as the mortals, yet they're just as real.
Why are you crying?
Well, Sylus, you wrote my fate this time.
If our fates were different, how can we truly be the same?
But you paid the price of sacrificing every path that would let you return. You'll never be as powerful as you once were. You've chosen the most difficult future for yourself.
I have no regrets.
I did too, and oh no! He crosses his arms and observes me for what feels like an eternity.
Your past self died as your pain disappeared. Starting from this day, everything that happens will be our shared fate.
I've no regrets too, me too. All the places we'll visit, the sights we'll see, the enemies we'll face, and...
We'll spend the rest of our lives together.
Are you afraid? We destroyed the sacred core. We made an enemy out of everyone on Phylos, and we're no longer invincible.
There's only one thing I fear. I found the person whom I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yet...
Moonlight descends as the blood mist dissipates from the sacred core. Beneath the heavens, Valmore falls into a brief, peaceful slumber. We welcome the rest of our lives with open arms. We're only on chapter 8, right? Right? They aren't gonna survive the next chapter. I'm calling it now. We're both gonna die. I'm calling it now, chat. They never let us live in these myths, damn it. The only myth we survived is Sylus cooking for us. Okay. I'm ready. As the wind and sun disperse, the world falls quiet once more. Before the world collapses again, Sylus and I visit the secret garden we promised to visit. Touching my pearls the same. As we push the ivory-covered gates open, roses bloom in the morning mist. I had this place built a long time ago, during the era of my maternal grandmother, to be exact. Time dragged on endlessly back then. The world around me collapsed too quickly. I wanted something I could watch. I had to change slowly like a flourishing garden.
But you didn't stay.
I learned magic, discovered the secret core, and became aware of your existence. I look up at Sylus. Then we promised to visit this place, so I wanted to show you many, many roses. You can take my rose too. What? Sylus picks a rose and tucks it in my hair.
You kept your promise. It's the perfect place to mark the beginning of our life together.
Don't you think the rest of our lives is a new concept for us?
Indeed. Our lives now have a beginning and an end. The boundaries are distinct.
Right? Makes living worth living. He guides me to sit amongst the flowers. As the winds blow, a floral fragrance envelops us. A finite life, and one shared with another person. I never imagined such a thing before. I imagine we'll travel to many places, mostly remote ones where few people visit.
And we'll renovate an abandoned fortress and turn it into a temporary home.
That you would do. I'll be unable to resist buying strange, unusual magical things from the old bookstores.
Then I'll pick up some yellow sheet music while we're there. We'll find a place with a pipe organ so I can listen to you play.
What will you do? Are you going to sit there and listen?
I could sing.
You could sing? When the weather is warmer, I want to find a ship and go out to sea.
Then we'll need to buy one that's sturdy enough to sail to the ends of the planet. I don't care where we go. I only want to sit with you on the mast and watch the moon rise.
Do you think we'll argue?
Haven't we argued enough already?
But in the future, our arguments won't be about the sacred core anymore.
Maybe our reason shall be simpler. So simple, in fact, that they'll be about a dish's seasoning.
Not all the
But our
references to
arguments will
current
always
MC
end
and
quickly
Silas.
because I'll prioritize your happiness.
This is the line I gotta send to my husband. What? You sound confident. Tell me more.
For example, I could make you a wooden bird that caws.
Will you name it Mephisto?
If that's what you want.
Maybe we'll come back to Valmer every now and then. We'll visit the garden and see the roses bloom in another year.
Perhaps we'll be old when we return.
I rest my head on his shoulder. That means we'll truly have spent a long time together. It could be considered one way to rewrite fate.
We only need to choose each other to rewrite fate. It's a simple matter.
We continue to imagine. Our future together becomes lighter, richer, with every detailed daydream. It's like the rose petals brushing between our palms as they sway in the breeze. Their scent and touch gradually lull me into a sweet dream. Everything is peaceful and gentle before the world's collapse. No! With the sacred core's disruption, the world falls apart. It's no different from a temple being destroyed. The false world order peels away from its foundation. Across the continent that's shrouded in death's shadow, people's hope of rewriting fate dissolves into oblivion. Pillars of faith crumble. Barefoot fanatics fill the streets. They burn ritualistic objects and wail as they try to summon their lost god. Terrified of being overwhelmed by riots, the nobility retreats into underground shelters. A powerful vacuum formed, and several religious organizations tried to establish a new faith and overthrow the dynasty. This continent's history revisits recurring themes again and again. Perhaps it's a world that remains trapped in an inescapable cycle of fate. The sacred core's demise isn't the end of the world, but the shattering of its illusion left people's fears of nowhere to hide. And we, the ones who destroyed the sacred core and exposed the illusion, are the targets of everyone's hunt. Battle after battle, blood and fire become our shadow. To kill us, these fools sacrifice countless innocent lives to activate the most evil, forbidden magic. They try to control us and force us to turn our weapons against each other. Yet after every wound and instance of bloodshed, our invisible linkage continues to connect us again and again. We spend a long time together and endure those countless hunts. Plot twist, Astra is the sixth Lee. Can you imagine? I would die. I would pass away. Until one day, we both stop in our tracks. We're surrounded by blood and ruins. Perhaps we've grown weary of the endless strife. We're tired of this ignorant, cowardly world. On this planet, heading towards doomsday, it's possible that weariness is a true awakening. And then our dream ended. I died like genuinely same. Can you imagine the plot twist? Like all this suffering that we've had with all 5 Lees, and all of a sudden the 6th Lee is the one giving us the suffering? That's honestly an amazing plot. I die, but like after I read all the stories, you know what I mean?
Don't look back.
Oh no. We're not gonna grow old together, huh?
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
Oh no. Oh no.
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely...
Astra, hey MC, your mind. Can you imagine that because Astra wants MC to himself, he just makes sure that her fate with everybody else fails. Like, that is the ultimate evil. That is the ultimate. That's worse than that. Like, it's getting increasingly worse, you know what I mean? With every lead that they the red flags continue to shine brighter. Intermittent gusts reach my ears, the air's tinge of the metallic smell of rust scorched by flames. In the distance, there's a deep rumbling. Perhaps it's the lingering aftermath of endless battles or the approaching legion.
Are you awake?
Night has fallen. Moonlight bathes the abandoned garden as charred rose petals drifts away in the wind. Sylus sits next to me. Blood from his wounded shoulder congeals in the dark crimson in the night. Was I asleep for a long time?
Some time has passed, yes. However, those people haven't found this place yet. I didn't want to wake you. Were you dreaming?
Yeah, I dreamed about matters from long ago, starting from when our paths first became linked.
No wonder you wouldn't wake up.
He relaxes and pulls me into his embrace.
Looking back, it has been a long time.
Half the time, right, while watching this, my little heart is just that 我要抱抱 cat, okay? She's just constantly like, 我要抱抱. 我要抱抱. I also dreamed about the future we once imagined.
Finding a temporary home. Hunting for old sheet music.
You remembered everything.
It's easier to remember matters that actually happened.
Well, I savor the warmth pressed against my back. The sound of pursuers closing in becomes clearer in the distance, but we're used to it. Every dream we managed to fulfill was intertwined with endless battles and desperate escapes. The world made us its enemy, yet only we held onto the fragments that gave us warmth. You're correct. The future we once imagined has become our past.
We've already spent most of our remaining lives together.
Have we?
The fiend and evil mage have nowhere to run.
Once we kill them, this sacred core will manifest again.
They're beyond redemption.
We should just leave. The legion of mages they've assembled is larger this time.
Are you scared?
I was thinking, if all that we have left in the remainder of our lives are these memories. Sylus turns to face me, his gaze piercing my innermost thoughts.
If that's not what you want, then we'll live our lives differently.
Is this another instance of us rewriting fate?
You know very well I don't believe in fate. I only believe in decisions.
That you do. I smile and offer my wrist to him. An agreement like this needs a proper acknowledgement.
I agree.
He lowers his head and bites my wrist. I take his other hand and bite his wrist in return. My gosh. If anyone's watching, they must be like, this couple is so weird, dude. We drink each other's blood. We've done it countless times before. Bark like a small dog right there. What?
The ritual is complete. Are you ready to partake in the final feast, my dearest wife?
He sounds freaky after drinking blood, don't you think? Stop, they're so freaky, right? Ooh. Whoa! We finally see his wings on the model chat! It's like hardly in the... Whoa, it's hardly in the frame! Sir! Wow! Give me another turn, please! Is he gonna look back at me if I stare at him long enough? Nope, he's not looking back, chat. Let's continue. Massive wings unfurl behind him as he hovers beneath the blood-red moon. I tap my staff on the ground to create a glyph of death. Then circling armies surge from the mist, flames and lightning raining down. The earth trembles from incantations, ruins on the brink of collapse sway, and the darkness is torn asunder. I could almost believe doomsday has arrived. Sir, turn around, sir! We want to see your handsome face before we die! And so, we march towards our doomsday, as if we're welcoming a celebration that has descended solely for us. Whoa.
I suppose this is the end.
linkage. Do you regret sacrificing yourself to destroy
I'll
the sacred
always
core?
accept the consequences that accompany my choices.
That's my man. Even though you can't return to the underworld, and you still ended up here.
What about you? Do you regret rewriting your fate so you could live as a mortal?
Me? Of course not, so don't listen to them.
All right then. For mortals, death is inevitable. And although we could never share the same beginning, I believe, at the very least, we can share our deaths.
Whoa! Whoa! When you were born, did anyone bless you?
Just so you're aware, no one wanted me in Philos. Yet it's you who awakened me, the person who blesses me. It must be you.
Sylus, I shall give you a blessing.
Did you lose your magic and voice already?
Don't do this to me. I had to do the incantation. It was embarrassing, okay? Didn't give me a script for this chat. May we get to spend our afterlives together. Jeez. I'm gonna be a terrible actress, chat.
Now I have truly been born into this world, with you in it.
Stairs. Oh my god. Final step. You're no longer in existence that no one wants. Do the Glinda.
I'll remember that.
My god. Stage fright is crazy considering past streams with all the freaky stuff you said. Look, I was caught off guard, okay? Usually I'm just reacting to things. I don't know what to do when the spotlight shines on me. And I wasn't prepared. Stop, people locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in, chat. Whoa. Oh no. Oh, the frames are dropping in this one, chat. Frames are dropping as we drop dead. I never will, so long as you're involved.
From the moment we're born to when we breathe our last, we shall inevitably walk the same path.
Oh my gosh. At least they died together this time. In every other myth, either one or the other dies, and I'd rather accept this one, not gonna lie. I'd rather accept this. I'd rather they die together. Happily and willingly. It's as if I'm in a dream. I walk along a path lined with blossoming roses. Those rose petals pave a soft road, and the air carries a cool, fragrant scent. I look down to see a faintly glowing linkage on my wrist. It slowly extends and guides me forward. It connects to a hazy silhouette ahead. It's shrouded in mist. Tall and familiar, it's a figure I've traced in my heart thousands of times. His name circles my throat, yet I'm unable to make a sound. I can only approach him one step at a time. The linkage tightens around my wrist. It reminds me that if I keep moving, I can touch him again. And oh, what we would do to touch him again, right, chat? Oh my god. Ah! The wind gently disperses the mist, and the figure act in my vision comes into focus. Before I can see him clearly, what should have been his figure transforms into a floating soul fragment. Lonely, it flickers in the mist. Thank you for the 4 months, Bunny Plum. How are you? It slowly moves as if invisible waves are pushing it, until another glowing fragment reveals itself in the sea of mist. They're one and the same. This was a very tall silver The 2 fragments slightly tremble. They flow out of a thin chain of light and that connects them to each other. The linkage resembles a freshly blossomed rose, and the 2 soul fragments become glowing petals within it. Touch the first soul fragment. Underworld, long ago. We're getting flashbacks? Beneath the boundless gray sky, countless fractured world fragments are akin to enormous mounds devouring space and time. Sylus stands on top of molds of broken bones. Black red mist has entwined his staff.
You lost.
The defeated fiend gradually crumbles to ash amidst agonized howls. Yet before he disappears, a deep voice reverberates.
It doesn't matter if you've defeated the fiends here. This place is Fate's graveyard, where no matter how powerful you are, you're still no different from us.
That's a lot of last words. That's even more last words. Damn. You half soul. That happens with me. Valmer, a long time ago. Jonas water. Candles sway in the corner of the hall. I will hydrate right now, actually. A mage's hunched shadow is cast on the wall. With bloodshot eyes, she stares at me.
Your immortality isn't the result of divine favor.
Oh, bitch, and who are you?
It's because half of an immortal soul is trapped inside your body. This isn't a blessing. It's a curse.
She should hydrate. Her throat sounds real dry.
So long as that immortal...
I hold my breath, my body trembling slightly as vague memories unexpectedly surface. This is my curse, only I can grant you a true death. A severe headache strikes me and cuts the paths that lead to my emerging memories. How can I break this curse? I'm willing to do anything. My teacher remains silent for a moment as if reciting a prayer for me, then she speaks.
The only method.
Oh. Our teacher didn't know any better. She really set us on a wild goose chase here, Miss Ma'am. So I can blame you for my just terrible fate. Well.
We must offer half our soul to the other. They'll be merged.
So if I love Sylus and he loves me and we have a baby, is this like... Oops. It's still charging. Whoop. Is that asexual production, technically? Because we're the same being? Girl, Humming says, so the myths are in order then, because we cursed Sylus to share our souls together in the dragon myth. Then this myth, our souls are still linked. Yeah, our souls are linked ever since Dragon Lady. Like, she was like, your soul will never leave mine, and it really didn't. Damn, Source says, MC, you're powerful, girl. Can you find my soulmate too? Mitosis? Are we bacteria? I don't know. Bacteria with wings. It's Dragon Myth! Damn, why did we do that? So have we truly died, you know, after all that? Have we? He asking the correct questions. Self-obsessed? Okay, but technically they started out as two separate individuals. It's just that their souls linked halfway, and now it's back to their own bodies. So I guess it's pretty normative. It's not mitosis. Once again, I walk this path lined with roses. Yet I'm currently holding a blossoming rose. Two petals are connected as they emanate a golden glow. My body is gradually becoming transparent. Oh, we faded away for a second time. The mist before my eyes is gradually dissolving. It reveals an endless darkness, a tunnel leading to a new world. We're just a mixed omelet. What? Do you remember in Dungeon Meshi when they compared the souls to eggs? When Senshi compared the soul, yeah, we're just an omelette. We're just an omelette, chat. We are just. I am turning French. I'm going to leave this world behind, without turning French. No, I don't want to forget again. That's what I'm saying.
You don't need to be afraid of anything.
A familiar voice resounds next to my ear. I turn only to find wilting rose bushes around me, but I hear the footsteps of two people.
I will find you, and we shall inevitably walk the same path.
Why did you
the
turn
world we
French?
find ourselves in
Hello,
doesn't
sacre
matter.
bleu. Sacre bleu, oui oui. I am French. I'm not. My French friends are about to murder me if they ever watch this part of the VOD. I run and grasp one of the fragments before the wind carries them away. If I hold on to the soul fragment, will it keep us from being separated?
Are you willing to let it become your eternal curse?
Girl, didn't we come all this way to break the curse, and then we break the curse, and now we're gonna make it our curse again? I place the fragment into my body and it overlaps with my heart. This is the first and last ritual. We've done this before! Oh, well. I guess there's gonna be 3 myths, chat, because we're gonna do this again! At the end of the path, the mist disappears and the white light is poured into me. I'll snatch you by your wings! By your wig? I mean, when you meet a man like Sylus, would you ever let him go? I don't think any of us would. I float through time and space. It's so bright, and yet it's so dark. I can only feel the fragment's warmth in my heart. Is this where we become modern-day MC, where Sylus becomes modern-day Sylus, and then he rescues us because they're experimenting on us for being immortal, yada yada. Our body breaks apart, reforms all the time, and they keep doing that to us, and Sylus eventually gets us out of there. And then we forgot him, and we wanted to kill him because we thought he was responsible for our grandmother's deaths, but now we're alright again. I get so it's just MC, like that might tie our souls together too. Sylus, what if I forget you again when we meet once more?
It doesn't matter. I will recognize you. And then
it's so unfair that he can recognize us, but we can't recognize him in any of our timelines. Like, why is that so? If we're the same, then why can't I recognize him? That's so irritating. I'm not alone. Within my soul, I carry my beloved. 'Cause we freaky like that. We out here doing soul rituals 'cause we can't let go. But to be fair, if I met a man like Sylus, I'd do all that freaky shit too. Like, you don't know how many Etsy wishes I would be hiring to make sure that our relationship never fails. In any case, I cried a little less in this myth because I enjoyed the fact that they experienced finally dying together. But I'm ready for the cycle to restart. Though I'm not sure if I'm ready for it to do... Like, if they do it again... You know, like Cars... You know, like movies, right? The first movie is pretty good. You're like, oh my god, this is so fresh and new, right? And then they kind of repeat what happens in the sequel. And then the third sequel. And if we have a fourth sequel to... If they have a fourth sequel to this... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say if they keep doing this to me. Because eventually I'm gonna get numb to it and I don't like the idea of that. Now I already feel like I'm super numb to it. Like whenever they like sacrifice each other or sacrifice themselves, I'm like, it always happens, right? I would be more surprised and I would be crying more if they actually got a happy ending. Which sounds crazy, right? But I just feel like at this point, after experiencing tragedy after tragedy after tragedy and then becoming numb to it, if they do have a happy ending in one of the myths, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. I'm going to bawl my eyes out. The pattern of the myths, like Raph's MC died, then Xavier's and MC died together, MC died in Zane's myth, and both MC and Sylus. Like, no one lives through any of this. Or, alternatively, they both live for a long time, but their fates get separated. Like, that's worse than death. That is worse than death. Like, they give us a whole rundown of how they forget each other completely, and then they completely go on different paths and they completely forget each other. They settle in with different people. Silas has a new girl. MC has a new guy that's some normie. I would cry. I would die. I'm just saying. If that were to happen, like if they threw me a Your Name right now, okay? If they threw me a Your Name, that's so much worse, right? That's so much worse than dying together. So much worse. So, pretty happy with this, but I would say that at this point, after experiencing almost all of the Myth stories, right? This lands somewhere in like lukewarm ending for me. The story itself was really fun. Obviously, I love the interactions with Silas. It's never like boring with him. But the ending and the story plot is following a certain pattern already, and at this point I'm a little like, you kind of expect where it's supposed to go. Like, this is the typical Lad's Myth, okay? The only not typical Lad's Myth is this one where he cooks for Eula, okay? But other than that, in the rest of the ones where you have a companion to go with the myth, girl, it just be like that, huh? If you are a Lad's girly, you are used to MC dying or your love interest dying. Okay, there's no exception when it comes to the myths. I might not even pull for the next myth if that's going to be the pattern. I'm gonna admit right now, was it Caleb who's missing his... Wait, let me see. I think Caleb is the last one missing his long hair myth, right? Caleb's gonna be the next one, right? And if we die again in Caleb's one, might not even pull for it because it's too predictable. I want something a little different. Just like that lah. Stop. You know I don't play about Caleb. I mean, neither do I, okay? I know what you mean. But I really hope that's gonna be something different, you know? I really hope that's gonna be something different. Truly. Right now...
I saw 2 really nice phone cases. Want to get one with me?
If I'm being honest, I don't even know what Caleb's myth is going to be. Like, I know they're gonna give him long hair, right? Because that's the pattern. They want to unlock the long hair aesthetic for all of them. I want a biblical Caleb myth, like he's a priest? The amount of fan art that already has, girl. Okay, Raphael, if you pay and we can get the phone case. He's just out here taking selfies, not knowing that we've just gone through some trauma bonding, chat. No, not a priest. But
I saw
okay,
2
freaky, I
really
catch
nice phone
that would
cases.
be insane.
Want to get one with me?
But not a priest. Yeah, that would be a bit much, wouldn't it? That would be a bit much. But I really wonder, I really wonder. You know what would tear me apart, guys? You know what would tear me apart? If they had a myth and it was childhood Caleb and childhood MC. And you just go through all of the descriptions. Like, you know how Caleb always shares with us all the... hold on, this thing is so loud. No ads, okay, I'll wait for you. I'll wait. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I will wait for you. Don't worry. I'm here. I will wait. It's just a minute. We don't get any bonuses for finishing his story. Damn it, dude. But Silas is a gorgeous man. Okay, just look at him. He's so freaking hot, bro. I love the little vampire thief thing, okay? So that's all. I just went through 3 hours of reading. That is all, Troy. That is all. But I'm here to like, not vent, but I'm here to just chat with my lads girlies for a bit, okay? Speaking of Freaky and Caleb, you know the new Secret Time? I have not listened. I have not. But I'm sure they done it. I'm not even surprised. Okay, we'll wait for a little while. It's so freaky. I will wait for the time when I unlock it myself because I will feel... Tell your husband to What? That is an idea, actually. You know what? Thank you for the suggestion. This is what makes lads worth playing. What? Okay, so what I was saying before the ads hit, right, is what if Caleb's next myth is a reenactment, like just 9 chapters of reenacting MC and Caleb's childhood. Because Caleb tells us about all these instances that happened when they were younger, but we don't get to experience it. We don't get to have like chapters where we live through it, right? And since the myths are supposedly things that are unfolding from their past and all, I would love to have just a... Are you wearing a pom-pom earring? Oh my god. What are you doing, Raph? That's mine. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Yes. You know what? You chose it. I'll let you.
A secret. Our rings have been blessed by the god of the sea.
Okay, and what is your excuse for wearing the pom-pom earrings? Oh my god. Anyway. Alright, so, where was I? So, since the myths are supposed to portray past lives and past, parallel universes almost of MC and the various love interests, but we know that MC and Caleb grew up together. I would love to just have 9 chapters of them
really
reenacting.
Let's have a drink and relax.
Reenacting Caleb and MC's childhood. Like, that would be so damn cute. And they wouldn't die at the end. Though it would be a bonus points if they made us live through Caleb exploding again. Idea, you know, after all that, it's like, oh, look at all my loving memories with Gaga, and then at the end, boom! Remember? He lied to us about dying and he exploded in our faces. Yeah. I'm a genius, guys. Guys, we would buy that. We would pull for those damn cards. Girl, you better explode. Who said that? Ah! That's crazy. Raphael's real mad that I am like not talking to him right now. So you know what?
Asked, so of course I'm gonna
So what
do
I
it.
usually do
What
at
do you
the
wanna
very
do?
end of at the very
Whether
end.
you're in my dreams or not, I'm lucky. I'll see you when I wake.
Okay, good night.
Sleeping until you wake up naturally is how you...
Yeah. I have a flight tomorrow. I can't sleep until I have to.
Are you
Oh
ready
my
for
god, the
today's
earrings are so damn bright.
You don't need to be afraid of dreams.
They
when
look
I'm
so
here.
ridiculous. It's like you're sleeping with hamsters under your ears,
ocean
chat.
will
Oh
embrace
my
all
god,
your
Raph,
dreams.
why?
And so will I.
Sir. Ah, it's brushing against my face. Oh my god, extra cushion. Really does look like he's sleeping with like dust balls. Okay. We're gonna leave him to it, chat. We're gonna leave him to it. Shh. Okay, cola. Enough. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Damn, he noisy. He's breathing so damn loud, right? Love that man. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the past 3 hours of us playing through Sylus's myth. This was not a myth that I was intentionally or that I was initially intending to pull for. But after getting the first card, I was like, might as well get the second. I have enough gems, right? So there we go. I'm not going to be able to pull for Love and Deepspace cards for a while because chat had reached the sub goal for me to become almost free to play. The idea is I'm not allowed to spend to pull on Love and Deepspace, so I'll still have my battle passes and things because I'm a busy girl and I can't be logging in 3 times a day, okay? I'll still have my battle passes to make sure I can save enough, but I will not be pulling using Mamonis anymore. Well, not directly. I'm gonna have to work for it, chat. I'm gonna have to do my weeklies. Oh my god. But we're gonna do that. And wish me luck because I have not been free to play since I started playing this game. But I think it's a worthy journey because honestly, when I was reviewing my finances, I was like, I could have gone on a trip with the money that I spent on Love and Deepspace this year. So I think it's a good idea to curb it. Thank you so much to everyone who supported the 5-year anniversary donathon that helped us to reach this goal in the first place. Imagine playing a game to play. Imagine playing a game to play the game. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna try my best not to spend what's unnecessary because if I'm being very honest, the protocols that I have, the cards that I have, and resources that I have in the game as a pay-to-play player, as a paying player over the past 2 years is more than sufficient already for now. So we're good. Yeah, it was very fun seeing those tragedies. Wow, I'm glad you enjoyed them. I'd say that this one it did not destroy me as much as the Zane's God of Annihilation and Raphael God of the Sea one did. Xavier Dark Knight one, I'm obviously biased with Xavier. I was more in awe of the story writing in Xavier's story, but it didn't destroy me because I kind of saw it coming. But I was very crushed by Raphael's. I was very crushed by Zane's. This one was kind of a happy ending. I was even a little bit mad that MC decided to repeat the cycle. But we're here for the drama, so we can't complain. I'm glad I made it to the end. Thank you so much for staying. I know that we are over time already. I'm going to go and see if we have anyone who is playing Love and Deepspace right now. And we're going to rate them because... Who's just Crane Games? Usually I try to rate somebody who is playing the same stuff as we are. Hold on, let me just say hi to this person. I don't know if they're seeing chat. Oh, they seem new to Twitch. They have one follower. I'm their second follower, dude. I don't know if they know what a raid is. Or maybe they stream on a different platform? Let me ask. Because they're streaming in like portrait format. Are you streaming Oh, second follower. Happy to be your second follower. Oh my god, Zane. A new streamer? It certainly seems like it. I don't even think they have a mic. They're on Prism Live right now. They are typing in chat. They have nothing set up on their stream. But I'm seeing if they're able to reply or not. Oh, they're on stream starting soon. What? Oh, so cute. Wait, you guys gotta see this. This is damn cute. Oh, I think they're turning on their mic. They're turning on their mic, guys.
Thank you for watching. I'm sorry.
She's so cute. No worries. You're doing great. Oh my god, she's so cute.
It's
Wait.
such a bummer. I still haven't got like.
She's so freaking cute, dude.
Set of, like the new plushies that is available, like Mr. Snoozer. I only have so far
support.
I think Mr. Snoozer just once, but I want to get Heartbreaker and Mr. Beanie.
You got. Oh my gosh, she's a little PNG. That's so freaking cute. And she uses she has a starting soon. She has a starting soon animation that is like done on Fupa Clip. It's damn cute.
There's no new limited plushies shown right now.
She sounds like she. Can I ask her where she's from, guys? I'm gonna hang out for a bit, okay? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
And orange is quite bad. Like the first.
Imagine just starting streaming and you get a rate from a cute VTuber.
But it was on the edge. I really hate getting plushies over on this edge, especially if you don't.
No, I remember when I started also, I was streaming from my phone. And when I got my first few viewers, I was like, whoa, people are watching me, it's crazy. I was so happy. So I would love to support her if she intends to continue streaming.
Oh, by the way, Hime Toki, which love interest would you is your favorite so far on?
Can you hear her? She's so damn cute.
Love and Deepspace as well?
I am a Xavier and Caleb girl, but I just finished Sylus Myth. I'm gonna ask her because she's new. Do you mind if I bring some friends over to your stream?
Did you got both the cards for Silence? Sure, no problem.
Okay, she's down to get raided, chat. I don't know if we can raid her though.
I haven't
Settings sometimes.
started Sylus Myth so far, but I just got his second card, so I got both of the cards
Oh my
right
god,
now.
you will
And
love
I
it.
already have like both of them, and I already tried them on.
She's
on
so damn
Hunter
cute,
contest.
guys.
So far,
Alright.
the Hunter contest is still not my thing. Oh hi Alpha Sky.
Alright, guys, we're gonna raid over
I've
to
been seeing a
Mickey's.
lot of spoilers.
I'll
like,
see you soon.
on Instagram.
I'll
and
see you.
Twitter
Okay, hold on. I have to mute this for a while. But I'm going to be continuing streaming after the 22nd of December because that's when I'm going to be back in Singapore. Do stick around to say a little hi to Mickey. Go and follow her. If she's aiming for affiliate or anything, you need 50 followers. I remember that was like really hard for me to get, your first 50 followers. So see you around Mickey's side. Go support her, okay? And I will update you guys on my trip if I remember. All right, bye. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I will miss you guys for the next few days. Bye-bye. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where's my Love and Deepspace playlist? Hold. Hello. Heartbeats ablaze. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Bye.
I'm playing it nice, come on display.